Happy birthday.
Hi.
Here.
Hello.
Cheers.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for Iron Valor, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We have an interesting evening ahead of us. But before we jump into that interesting evening, first of all, I want to greet you all. I already said that I was so happy to see you, but if you're new here, hi. You should come around here more often, and if you're returning, you look as glamorous as always. Again, if this is your first time joining, welcome to Iron Valor. You might notice in the bottom of your chat that you are racking up something called Valor tokens. Valor tokens can help grant players luck and the party blessings and me curses, because it's all very unbalanced and unfair. You gain Valor tokens just by watching our streams, and you can use point commands to see ways that you can influence the game. That's kind of the Iron Valor flavor, is that our blood gods, you beautiful dripping deities, can have some influence on the story as it moves forward. So thank you for being our blood gods. This particular chapter of Iron Valor is the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Since on Iron Valor we kind of travel through Wizards of the Coast modules. We are reaching the very close of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I will get into our recap here in a second, but what you should know is that they've just defeated the Hag of the Future, but they are still not quite done. And before we hop into Yawn in a handbasket, I've got to run my way through some pre-show announcements. First, I'm going to give a shout out to some of our partners here. I want to give a shout out to 9 Realms Gaming. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. You visit www.9realmsgaming.com and use our exclusive partner code LYRE10, that's LYRE10. You can get 10% off at 9realmsgaming.com. And then Mythrol Armory. Mythrol Armory creates unique TTRPG items for everyone to enjoy on their adventures. You can grab their 1020 and their D&D graphic tees on their website now at mythrolarmory.com. And additionally, they just launched something super fun. I've got 2 things about Mythrol Armory to talk about tonight. They just launched a Kickstarter, which is featuring their beautiful Morningstar dice. We'll put a link in the chat to it, which are equipped with intimidating spikes and beautiful finishes. So they launched on the 12th, yesterday, and the Kickstarter will run for 2 weeks. And then there will be 2 weeks of pre-orders afterwards. So definitely check that out. We love working with Mythrol. They create fantastic dice. And since we've worked with them in the past and we love working with them, we are lucky enough to be able to do a giveaway with them tonight. I think, Dylan, my love, you will be showing pictures on the screen now. Oh, beautiful. All right, tonight, kind of in celebration of their Kickstarter kicking up, we are going to be doing a giveaway of a dice roll. I think they're absolutely stunning. You can keep your 1020s in there, or your Morningstar dice, or whatever your specific character set of dice is in that beautiful carrying case. It would like to join for a chance to enter the giveaway. Go ahead and do command ! Ticket, I believe, will grant you entrance a ticket into the giveaway, and we will announce who won the beautiful dice case after the break. So definitely enter and stick around to see who won. I am so excited. I would love one of these. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, check out any of their other stuff at mythrolarmory.com, because there's lots of beautiful items and creations to explore. All right. So that's command ticket if you want to join us to the giveaway. I also want to shout out Tabletop Audio at tabletopaudio.com for the ambiance and the music that we use from time to time. All of this audio is amazing and completely free to use in your own games, but please consider supporting Tim on Patreon so he can continue to make amazing sound sets. Weedink and Lyre currently support him, and we encourage you to do so as well. And we'll put a link to his website in chat. And then otherwise, I want to let you guys know that Iron Valor episodes are now available in podcast format. I think Witchlight is almost all the way caught up in podcast format. So if you want to listen on the way to work or get caught up, you can check it out now on Command IV Podcast. Otherwise, you can follow us on social media. You can use Command Socials to check out Ink and Lyre and all of our official channels. Or if you want to follow us specifically, there's me, Deanna. There's also Dylan, Bo, James, Max, Raina, and Danny with me tonight. You can follow us individually by using Command Ironcast, and you can see where we lurk on the internet. Final shout out is to Tailspire, which is the virtual tabletop that we use. You will see some beautiful maps tonight that I did not build myself, that I got from the beautiful denizens of the internet who make these absolutely amazing creations using Tailspire, which is a fantastic map creator and virtual tabletop. So if you're looking for a virtual tabletop, definitely check out Tailspire. All right, I think that's all that I have to hoot and holler and yell about. Don't forget to join the giveaway. Without any further ado, I'm going to fold you into a gentle little, you know the little towel cranes that they put in your bed in cruises? Dylan, if you could just pick up those beautiful little origami towel cranes that I turned the blood gods into and gingerly place them into Yon, that would be fantastic.
Of course, right away.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, welcome back, everybody.
Again.
I have been informed that I called Zach Bow when I was announcing out everyone's names. In my defense, that is his character's name, and I'm just super into character all the time. That's Zach over there. He only goes by sometimes.
He goes by Box.
Mm-hmm. I'm Box now. I'm not. Bo's gone. He's my old character.
Okay. I'm going to spin us back in time a little bit, do a little bit of a recap so everybody knows where we are, because we missed last week because Dylan was on a boat without my permission, I want to add. So, we have with us today the Witchlight playwrights, who all originally met at the Witchlight Carnival and were tasked by Mr. Witch and Mr. Light with seeing what was going on in the wild beyond the Witchlight. They found their way to the Fey realm of Prismere, which had been divided up into many domains. There was the land of the past, the present, and the future. In the present, they decided to be a little bit merciful to the witch Bavlorna Blightstraw, as she might have spun some deals in their favor. In the land of the past, they were slightly less merciful, I think would be a way to describe it. She had a little bit less to offer, a few more of their, siblings being enslaved, and general child labor practices that they decided just to murder over. And then here in Yon, where the party has found themselves now, they came across our dear Alistair's patron, Endlin Moongrave, the mistress of the future, the weaver of the threads of fate, the master of the orrery of time. And they, I was going to say pretty handily, but with some minor stress, managed to overtake her, to take those threads of fate out of her hands and wrest for themselves a little bit of control of their own future. Still, after her passing, after her death, the machine, the orrery, remains running, pulling again and again those you know, those you love, into this land of darkness and night, and sealing their fates, even without a puppet master. Before you, strung up herself, is the witch of the present, Bavlorna Blightstraw, who has survived her two hag sisters and the other members of her coven. And you can see around her as the strings of fate are attempting to puppeteer her and force her to attack you, have seemed to kind of stall. And she hovers there. No longer does the contract she wrote up to you seem to, or with you, seem to be, deflecting attacks or anything like that, or preventing her from movement. It almost seems like the orrery is waiting for something, as she is hanging gently there from all of her joints, from the thread And Lotus, remembering what Nora had told you, that Mephisto had told her, this divine knowledge from on high, that the works of a coven cannot be undone until the coven is defeated or all those who are left alive decide to undo the magic. Believed that maybe Bavlorna has something to do with the orrery, or that she might be able to destroy it in some way. And as you're having this consideration, your star chart as a star druid you have as a book, is it at your hip? Where do you keep it on your person?
Well, considering we were just in a fight, it would be actually in my hand still.
You feel from your star chart that almost that hot burning sensation that you had felt when you first arrived in Vither, the land of the past, when there had been a new message inscribed within your book. And your pages begin to shift restlessly in place as though they're trying to guide you somewhere.
I'll look at it and try and find the page that has the new message on it.
As you move to flip through the pages, as soon as you acquiesce, opens all the way up to you. And you see, in thin, crinkly handwriting, curling and almost rotting there on the page, the threads of fate still spin when the weaver has been unwoven. To sever the threads, the orrery must be destroyed. I can help with that.
This bitch. Huh.
You guys are off initiative, but I will say that there is still semi-regularly bursts of that lightning coming down through the spire, going through the wires, and there are still people being pulled through into the void.
So every time the lightning goes through, can Snood be like cutting and...
Absolutely.
Okay. They will be jumping for Sasha and flying over and snipping theirs as soon as... I think the last one I did was... Sue? Oh no, Phil? I think you did Phil, and I believe that you did one of the large puppets. I believe that you felt the long Harrington. Yeah. So after that, I'll fly for Sasha and snip the net.
Yeah, over your head.
Falling.
Notice everybody is.
Huh?
I'd like to kind of
falling to the ground. Like Nora would like to catch them if she can.
The ones
I'd
who
like to kind
fell
of
up
catch
the
Phil as he
ceiling
comes
kind
down.
of-
They'll probably fall softly, but they may not. They may fall hardly.
He'll just keep cutting.
So what's happening down there?
Is Bavlorna still she's strung up?
She is. Let me show you. I don't know if this will show up on Twitch. She's essentially hung up like. She is completely still, hung up like a puppet, just staring down at you guys. But her writing is still appearing in your notebook that you gave her access to, Lotus.
Oh. That might have been a mistake. We'll worry about that later. Lotus is gonna look up at her and I guess question her. So you're saying you could help us destroy the orrery. Is that going to bring back my brother's memories that you three took from him?
Are you interested in regaining your brother's memories? I can help with that.
You really need to work on your upselling. What are you asking for this time?
Are you speaking out loud? Does everyone see you doing this?
Yeah.
Her answers are appearing in that same chicken scratch handwriting within your journal. she writes back to you, I have already gotten nearly everything I asked you for, and I cannot thank you enough. I wish for only mementos to remember my sister by. Sisters by.
Fellas? I'm gonna hold out my journal for the rest of the party to read. This doesn't seem like it's just a me decision.
Can you just read it out loud for all of us?
Yeah, why is she writing? Why isn't she talking?
She's being puppeted right now.
Should I cut her strings?
Oh, maybe in a minute. We'll see where this conversation goes.
Okay, I'll stay up here. You can read it out loud.
She says that she's almost gotten everything she wants, but she'll help us destroy the orrery and maybe get my brother's memories back if we give her mementos of her sister.
Like pieces of hair?
What does that mean?
She want like a
I
picture?
doubt she'll tell us, and I doubt it's good.
Does she want their head?
Ooh.
Their head was huge. It was the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Seems
She
like an
wants
odd
the
request
moon?
for someone who wanted all of her sisters killed. But
Wait, I thought she didn't like her sisters. And I still don't understand how Zabilni is asleep. Does anyone know why Zabilni is asleep?
Probably because the Coven's magic is keeping her asleep.
But they did that because they wanted to rule? Let's ask.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a prevalent question right now.
Should we ask what she wants?
What are the mementos that you want?
Want but one item each to remember my sisters of the Coven. One of the past and one of the future.
Why do we need to get those? You can
Do
just
we?
go do their things.
Do we even have those?
You needn't gift them to me. They must just remain in my possession.
You talking about the Prismere? You want all 3 lands?
Are you offering?
No!
Fuck no.
I don't think those are ours to give.
I think we should be careful because, like, Sasha used to be owned by Granny Nightshade. So if we give her something that she chooses, she could choose Sasha.
That would absolutely make her a death target.
We should decide the conditions.
In the background, Sasha's just from the ceiling to the ground, and the lily pad Alexander just pitches him gently out of the air.
How about this? How about you release all the Coven's magic and make sure that orrery turns off? And we'll help you with that if we need to. And in return, we'll cut your strings and you can go.
Would you like to make a deal?
I mean, that seemed like a pretty, like... Is there a way to mess with that deal, guys? It seemed
There's
pretty...
always a way to mess with it.
She can cut her string. Can she make a coven with herself? If she undoes the magic of the coven, is she strong enough to do that herself? Like, make it again?
You have to make a coven with 3 witches, I think.
Okay.
Yes, are your sisters the only members of this coven?
But if we wake up Zabilni, maybe she can make a coven with her.
I don't think she would.
I
Do we
think if
want-
Sibilni was down for a coven, she wouldn't be asleep.
Aww.
That's a fair point.
Well, why don't we wake her up?
Where is she?
I
She's
think
over on the
we
mountain nearby.
I think we can't wake her up because the magic needs to end, right?
Well, that would be part of the deal. I really don't want to kill that Lorna because she has been fairly truthful in holding up her part of it. And she did
You
help
get a
us.
little thank you. And the
She
little
also
heart.
gives hugs.
I'm
She's
not
the
trying to just murder people.
She's the least evil out of the three witches, I guess.
Yeah, she just has lots of cool stuff.
One of them was a nightmare. One of them kidnaps children, including my brother, and then this one just kind of makes deals with people and is kind of shitty about it.
I mean, everyone's a little shitty.
Are we really just empathizing with the witch that we tried to murder, who tried to murder us, who has ruined countless lives? But you know, I sometimes leave my keys in the car, so I guess we're the same. What?
Well, I mean, we made a deal with her before and it worked out.
I didn't.
Yeah, but we did. It worked out.
No, you did, and it worked out.
Yeah, we, meaning me, Alistair, Vincent, and Lotus.
Yeah, I really need to know where my brother was. I'm gonna go pray.
What? That's not. Wait, you're
Good
doing.
idea. I think I'll join you.
You just keep
You're
cutting
welcome
those
to come,
strings,
Snoop.
Snooki. It won't take 5-10 minutes. Promise.
I'll just keep cutting people free, I guess.
Thank you.
The Ori is still bringing people in as we're.
Yes, about every 6 to 12 seconds. Yes.
Okay. I think while these guys are talking to Bavlorna, I think I'm gonna go and try to mess with the Ori, see if I can get it to stop. There's controls and everything, right?
Sure.
Ooh, I'll come with you.
Yeah, I might need a little bit of help
I
with
can't
this.
fly and cut strings.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ask female Jesus for what to do.
Jesus.
Okay. Alistair, what are you doing?
I guess I'll go to the orrery too.
Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to start with the prayer because I would like to ask you to, do either of you have commune or any kind of high-level spell that would allow you to ask directly for what God wants you to do?
A druid. I have 1 level in cleric. So no, I just have religion checks.
What are you trying to do in this moment? Are you centering yourself and looking within yourself? Are you trying to contact Mephisto specifically?
Lotus feels like he does owe a bit of this victory and everything that he's managed to reclaim to Mephisto. 'Cause he asked her for her power to do it. And she's also a lot better of a moral compass than he is, in his opinion. So he's gonna try and ask her, like, what the right move is here.
And then Nora, what are you doing?
Nora's going to just do what some of her sisters would do sometimes, like when one of them needed support in their prayer. She's going to like kneel. Oh wait, how is Lotus doing this? Is she like sitting?
Probably kneel down and kind of.
So she will kneel behind Lotus and like put her hands upwards on his shoulders and just go into like a meditative state and like also be there with him while he speaks with the Vista.
Alright. So, as you kneel down and you speak to Mephisto and you look for guidance in this moment, almost everything you know of Mephisto, you know from the conversation you had in the kitchen with her, which was to look after your friends and to follow the example of the woman who is guiding you now, who has her comforting hands on your shoulders. Nora, you know that Mephisto believes in peace. She's a goddess of beauty and peace, that she sometimes believes that you have to enact violence to preserve peace. But that if you don't have to, she'd rather you don't. And you also know that after your trials, she trusts you 100%. There are 2 paths ahead of you. You can choose to destroy the evil or exercise mercy. And it is up to your discretion. She gives you no answer.
Wonderful. She's really trusting us with this one.
Seems that way. But I trust you.
But
And I think you know it. And I'll be behind you 100%, okay?
Right.
But if she betrays us and backstabs us, I mean, I'm down. Let's...
I don't like Bavlorna, but I guess they were right. You haven't exactly died from your deals or anything.
All in all, she's held up her end of the bargain. I mean, she does have a really creepy smile, and she is rather self-centered, admittedly.
I just don't like that she doesn't say what she means, or she does, but not all of it. And it's
Maybe
easy
part
to
of the
say,
deal
"Oh,
could be that she
backstabs
can't speak in
us."
riddles anymore. Just a thought.
Wait, are there any lawyers in Yon?
I'm pretty like I can see through some bullshit pretty good. That's about as good as we got, I think. Band members definitely don't cut it.
Well, that makes me feel better. Fine, we'll discuss with her more, I guess.
We'll try and see what we can do.
So I am going to cut to upstairs at the orrery, where you see every so often, every 6 to 12 seconds, the entire orrery will light up with these sparks of electrical power, and spinning planets will cast beautiful dancing shadows across the wall of moments in time of people that you have never seen and will never meet, but their fates are cemented against that wall forever. What are you guys doing?
I'm about to be looking for an off switch.
Okay.
Or maybe there's like a cable going into a wall with like a plug I can just like pull on. A power switch I can like hold for like 5 seconds for it, then it'll turn off.
You can go ahead and give me an investigation check. Anyone can. You guys can give each other assistance if you want.
Well,
Is there anything else anyone's trying to do?
I wanna look for the undo switch, or like
the
the
reverse.
or the reverse switch, or the make their fates less painful switch. Like, instead of like, oh, their fates have been submitted, they're gonna have a terrible life. Like, their fates submitted, they're gonna be a billionaire tomorrow.
Okay. You can make me an investigation or an arcana check.
Okay.
How about instead of investigation, let me hit you with this.
You can do a performance
Get a
check.
persuade.
This is a very magical machine. May I do Arcana?
You can do arcana, you will get slightly different results. It won't, if you're looking for a switch for a machine, that is investigation. If you are looking for, ooh, how does the magic of this machine work? That's arcana.
All right. I mean, I got a 19 in investigation.
Okay, that totally works. So it's a relatively, at least in terms of user interface, it's fairly simple. The only real controls they are you've seen before kind of this long, it looks like on a padlock where you're able to twirl around to spell out numbers or letters or whatever. You've seen that switch so you can write your name in and check your fate and all that. There is go back in time, go forward in time, and stop, essentially. Those there doesn't seem to be any essential off button or on button. There's just move through time one way or another, or stop, or put in a specific input. You do also see with a 19 that essentially the way the wires are set up is that they feed into the orrery itself, kind of into the central area, kind of like a carousel. And then the planets and stars and the various astral bodies kind of come back out of the machine. And the wires come up into the ceiling and then kind of seem to spread out almost like a starburst going in many different directions. Many of them lead out towards the stage, but others go elsewhere to different parts of the world, to different planes, where they just also seem to feed out from this central point in the orrery tower.
Are they... is there any slack to them?
Is there any slack? There's slack to several of them. I would think like a decent chunk of them you can see, especially coming from the direction of the stage, have that where they are like manifest physical, like they look like a cable wires of thin silver thread kind of wound around each other, where they are slack from where you're smart enough to figure out from where Sunagak has cut them.
How high up is this orrery? Like where the wires are going into the top of it?
Let me double check. Specific room in here. I believe it's a fairly tall room. I believe it's at least 15 or 20 feet to the ceiling because it's a 2-story room. There is the bottom where you can do the controls. There's another level above it where you can kind of walk around above. And then there's the ceiling. So it's pretty high up.
Would I be able to hop on top and get to where all the strings are going into the orrery?
I will answer that question in a moment.
You're having the same thought I am.
I will answer that question in a moment.
I'm a little bit more nimble than you and your hooves, so...
Yeah, unfortunately.
You can give me an investigation check. You can do it with advantage because it looks like Bo had the same idea, and I will come back and answer that question in just a moment, okay?
Okay.
What did you get on your Arcana check, Dylan?
I got a 10.
A 10?
I know. Tragic.
He knows what's up.
You believe the DC is lower for you for some of this information because you know a lot about Endlin from your time with her. The Weaver is gone. The Loom is still here. You have not had enough time with this machine to be able to control it yourself. Someone could control it. Someone could set other people's fates concretely. If they wanted to. They could be Endlin. It'd be really difficult, though.
Speaking of fate, thank you for the raid, Lords and Ladies of Fate.
Welcome, Raiders.
Hey.
Please enter our giveaway with exclamation mark.
Ticket.
What? Ticket? Yeah.
Ticket. We're doing a giveaway for a Mithril Armory dice roll case.
Yeah,
It's a
put it on
beautiful
screen.
leather roll-up case. It's nice.
Lords and
I
ladies.
really wish I
It's
could
so
enter.
apt, so cute.
I know. I wish I could enter too. It's so nice. Okay, Alistair, is there any way that you wish to respond to this, or are you just thinking down there while the other boys are trying to figure out if they can hop up this thing?
Well, if we can't control it, and I'm with the other boys, we just break it. And we'll worry about the consequences of breaking it later.
Will you worry about it?
No.
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 Unless it affects us directly, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
So, what was that investigation check, Vincent?
Rolled an 11, so 11.
Oh
With
yeah.
with the advantage? For my help? This is about the same idea.
Yeah. No, I gave advantage on the check if you'd like it.
Sure. Natural 20?
Natural 20.
Well.
Okay, so you have a moment before Bo starts helping you, and you're kind of doing, where you're like, yeah, I could hop up that thing. And yes, you could hop up that thing. There's plenty of things to hold on to. It's pretty sturdy. It's made out of a beautiful brass that's just shining in these. showers of electrical light, you could definitely climb up this thing and get up there and cut those wires, and every 6 to 12 seconds you would have a bolt of electricity going through your body. But you could do it.
That'd be pretty cool.
You flash like a cartoon when you see your skeleton and everything?
Yeah.
It's okay, I can heal you. You'll be fine.
A little toasty. I mean, I could hop up there and see how bad it is the first time. If it's really bad, I could just run away.
Okay, how about this?
Okay.
We arrange the planets in such a way that it's pretty easy to jump between them. And then you can time your jumps. How's that sound?
Just jump while the lightning's hitting, so I don't get electrocuted?
Exactly.
It sounds wild.
It sounds so wild, it just might work.
It might work.
Don't worry, I'm gonna play you a theme song while you're doing it, so you'll just look extra cool. I'm gonna pull out my flute, and I'm gonna give you inspiration for whatever role he's about to make to do this. Yeah!
Okay. I'm gonna say roll me. Well, first I'm gonna need, if somebody, you're lining the things up first?
Yes.
That's gonna be an Arcana or a Tinkering check. So Tinkering, if you're proficient in Tinkerer's tools, is intelligence plus your proficiency. Otherwise,
it is.
And then I will come back to you guys in just a moment. Snudgach, you are hovering out over the stage, snipping people down, and they're falling down, watching your religious friends pray, and flashes of lightning come from the other room. You're making progress, but you're seeing a huge amount of those cobweb figures in the wire are still trapped up there. It's gonna take you a hot minute.
And I try to block them from coming out.
Do you go over to where they're kind of apparating in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there like a wall, like a piece of wood I can put like a wall?
Are you attempting to build a wall?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you... There are like some set pieces and things in this area. You're not on a time limit, so you could start putting crates up and things like that to block their entrance if that was what you would like.
Yeah, I'd like to build a wall so they can't come out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll like start getting some crates to build up. I'll try to chop down one of those. No, what is it called? The poles that hold things up. Let me see. I have to look at the set again.
Like a column? Are you talking about a column?
Yeah, I'm gonna chop down one of those and put it down in front of the...
I don't know if there's a building check. I almost wanted to be athletics, but...
Oh, I'm gonna pick up... Is there anyone here who can help me lift? Not my... Obviously, my fellow players are busy. Is there anyone else? Hey, Bavy, will you help me lift this?
Bavlorna is hanging there like a puppet because you guys have not spoken.
Yeah, but your strings are long enough. Help me lift this. Help me!
I think you've got the band, you've got the children.
Are suddenly rammed in the back of the knees by...
Oh,
Clyde!
You can't fly though, Clyde. It's gonna be
Clyde
hard.
hops up and he puts his big old arms over your shoulders, his big old paws. He's like all over your face.
Okay, you could try to help me. Here, let's try to drag up this body of a long scarf and see if we can block it with this. Yeah.
I'm just lifting long scarf and Clyde.
You're attempting to use Longscarf's body to block the entrance? His big puppet body.
Yes.
Go ahead. You can tell me what check you would like to use to do this. Otherwise, it's going to be athletics.
Sure. Okay. So, I guess in order to like lift him, I'm going to use acrobatics. 'Cause
Yeah, do you use acrobatics to deadlift normally?
Yeah, let's do a flip.
You're
real
gonna do a
fast.
cartwheel over the body so good that pushes.
Okay, fine. I'll use athletics, and then I will try to hang his strings.
Is there anywhere I can hang them above the entrance? Let's see.
Yes, absolutely. There's rafters and a net of wires everywhere.
Yeah. So I will use that to secure him with sleight of hand.
But first, I got to get him up there.
Yes, it'll be an athletics check. Since you're doing 2 checks, the DC will be lower for the first one. You do have assistance from Clyde on
Okay.
your athletics check.
That's advantage then?
Yes.
Okay. Because I will need it. Athletics is not my strong suit. I'm very small. All right, 9. And 3. Can I use my luck? I'm gonna use my luck and try again.
You can absolutely use your luck. Yes.
I mean, one of these have to work, right? That's a natural 1, so I have 0. And that's Arcana. That's the wrong one. Okay, ignore that. And one more. Okay. Okay. All right. 16.
16 will work. With all those rolls, it takes you a decent amount of time to get this body over there. Give me the sleight of hand. It's a low DC to see if you can keep him in place.
You just hear Snout outside, like.
Clyde's putting his entire bony old dog body into the sides of the ankles there.
All right, sleight of hand's 25. So.
Okay, beautiful. You get him absolutely wrapped up there. His body is a little bit janky and leaning to the side, but he is fully blocking a portal where they seem to be coming in. And
Perfect.
you hear just occasionally whack, something hitting him on the other side, but it's not coming through. You've definitely blockaded the entrance.
Great. Okay, now that that's all, I'll just go start cutting people again.
Perfect.
That was
Clyde,
like
you-
a clog of people, like an artery.
Yeah, Clyde,
Just-
if anyone tries to come through, you push them through back where they came from. Okay.
He does.
I pet him.
That's his dog. He enjoys it. Okay, prayer kids. You got that notebook. Everybody has disappeared other than you. What would you like to do?
Well, we can't make a decision about everyone, right?
I mean,
I
I guess we
prefer
should
not
see what
to
they're
make a decision.
doing.
Yes.
We have an idea of what we're doing.
Okay.
If they look up, do they see Snoot just back at it again with the scissors?
Yes, you get up from your prayer, you see the big Agden body leaned against you, you hear the of things hitting the other side of the Agden body. You see an excellent dog there, and you can see kind of, there's still the flashings of light. You know where the orrery is. I'm assuming the people who went to the orrery didn't just dip. Did you guys say where you were going, or did you just sidle away into the night?
Discussion.
Said it out loud.
Yeah, we
Okay,
said,
great.
okay, you guys are doing that, we're gonna do this, and we went. So, you know.
So you know where everybody's at.
We're just gonna motion Snoot. Family meeting. We're going to make decisions.
But where's the others?
But we're gonna go to them. They're in the orrery.
Okay.
Jump,
I mean,
fly down.
If you want, you can stay here. I mean, your opinion is chaotic as it is.
There's a lot of work to be done here, and I'm the only one doing it, so
If I could fly, I would love to.
I know, it's pretty great.
Yeah, I
I'll
can
come
just
with
fly
you.
when I'm, polymorphed into something crazy cool. Whatever.
You could just use it. Hey, I have an idea. While I'm gone, why don't you use your eagles to do it? I could give them my daggers.
Eagles with daggers.
Yeah.
It's a terrifying idea. Maybe we'll wait.
Aww.
Let's just make sure we don't need spell slots to fight somebody.
Okay.
you guys start working your way up to the orrery upstairs. What was that arcana or tinkering check on this machine?
I think it was a 19. It was a hot second ago. I think it was a 19.
It was a 19? Okay. That's totally fine. I trust you. 19 is very good. So that does mean you feel like you've lined things up really, really well for, let me see. That's how
I'm sorry. No, I remember now. It was not a 19. It was a 14. I rolled a 9 is what I got.
Okay.
It was a 14. I'm sorry.
We got away with it.
Good to know. That's like
Yeah, I got a little too excited, but
later. Okay, so you feel like you spend some time at that little thing while, Vincent, I don't know, are you like stretching, preparing for the actual acrobatics you're about to do?
I'm actually pulling a 24-foot ladder out of my pocket. It takes a minute.
what?
So, gently arranging, and Vincent, what are you doing?
I'm just like pulling a whole ass ladder
And I'm
out of a pocket. There's just a ladder. It just keeps going.
How?
I don't know. I really don't understand how this shit works.
All right. You still have your theme song. Go for it, man.
Okay. So I will not need 3 consecutive acrobatics checks.
What the fuck?
I will say that Snudgach, Nora, and Lotus, you guys are making your way upstairs and you get your way into the orrery room as Vincent is starting his way up the thing. Vincent, are you trying to avoid an electricity beat or something like that? Are you trying to find a pause in between where you can cut it, or are you going to cut it while what's your plan?
So they're all going up towards the ceiling, right?
Yes.
And how much room do I have between the top of the orrery and the ceiling?
Between the top, let me see. So there's the top of the orrery piece itself, which is the beautiful astronomical piece. And then kind of the wires bundle together and go into the ceiling. You probably have like about a foot where it's just the wires. It's not a huge area of space.
Not a lot of like jumping that I could do while it's striking and just chop at that thing.
No, you would essentially have to, in order to have the ladder, is like, I'm going to assume it's like an A-frame ladder. You don't have to lean it up against the orrery or anything like that. You can just position it alongside and move the stars out of the way, because it's a row of useful items, not items that'll get you bolted with electricity. So it's a useful ladder.
Yeah, it's one of those ladders and like I pull all the way out and it just folds in half.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh, okay, that worked out really good.
Yeah, it's got that whole like,
Useful.
you know what painters use, where it's the ladder on both sides and then the flat section. You're so stable. And everyone arrives in this room as Vincent is working his way up the ladder and getting into position.
Do you need any help with that? You good?
What's you guys doing?
I probably
That's what I
got
do.
this. I'm gonna chop these wires.
You want some guidance first?
Wait, chop the wires.
Yeah.
Uh,
Chop at these wires.
Yeah, we're gonna just break
Maybe
the
we
whole
don't-
thing.
yeah, maybe we weren't thinking the same
Without
thing.
Without
me
the
to-
wires, it won't work, right? That makes sense.
If we get rid of all the wires, there's nothing for it to pull.
Like,
My-
so you've decided to break the machine?
Yeah,
Mhm.
my thought process was
You wanna just jam
we
a
get
sword
the
inside
slack.
of it?
Well, hold
How
on.
about-
Let's listen to this. We get the slack. We pull the slack down. We spin the orrery around so that the wires get tangled in the planets, and that'll break the machine.
Oh, like a fishing rod.
Yeah,
But why wouldn't you just cut them?
there's a lot of wires to cut. You want to set up? You set out there cutting wires all the fucking day. You want to keep doing that?
I mean, if
What
they're all
if
in
we-
one place, it's pretty easy, right?
What if we break the machine and it just breaks everybody and then they can't even get out anymore?
Yeah, that's gonna work.
I think it's a fate that seals, or a machine that seals fate. So, like, if we just break it, then it won't seal fates anymore.
Does
I
the
don't-
existence of the machine keep the fate sealed?
I mean, it's stringing them up to a ceiling, like physically outside. So,
Is the machine necessary? I mean, what?
Maybe
what
the
would
machine.
it even look like without?
It probably doesn't bring any more people in. I blocked the entryway, but there's a lot of them still coming.
I mean, if they're all just thunking against Agden's body, I don't think they're in a great spot either.
Against
It's a temporary fix.
against Agden's long bottom.
Yeah, it's long body.
Okay, well, just don't lose your other eye, Vincent, because then you will really be blind.
That would not be terrible.
I'm gonna climb up the thing real fast and like touch him in his little beams, just poke him in the foot and give him guidance.
You don't want to chop too?
I think you're
Climb
way
all the
better
way
at
up
you're way better at that
Chopping?
than me. Yeah. I mean, do you want like a little bit of help or like a lot of bit of help?
You got a D8 to whatever he's about to make.
Because like I like duck past a bolt of electricity. I'm like, I think you
Yeah,
got this,
it's like
buddy.
shocking. Every 6 to 12 seconds.
Yeah.
You can do it, Vincent!
Okay, here, you get guidance.
Do you need a bless or anything?
I think you might also be lucky, feeling lucky right now.
We can give
haven't been
you.
lucky.
You do have 2 rabbit's feet, so you know.
I do.
Nor's gonna give
Hopefully
you
I
a
come out of this with both
bless.
of them.
Yeah, gonna do that.
And here's a worm.
Don't eat the worm. Don't eat that. That's not part of it.
Eat it if there's an emergency.
Okay.
So you can take a D4 and die.
Wait. Here's a bottle of unicorn tears.
You just send
The
all
last
of our
time we had-
equipment up with Vincent.
You want a ring of intelligence to get the shit out?
Oh my god.
It's the unicorn tears.
It's the unicorn tears.
Shh.
Do you take it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
What
Sorry,
did it taste
take
like?
a
Are they
second. Let
delicious?
me open. Roll me a d12 to see how it tastes.
Okay.
Oh, this could go poorly.
This could go poorly. It's a 3.
You rolled a 3. Okay, it tastes like you don't have firm memories of your childhood,
True.
but you do have a flash for a moment of being a little kid. You know when you sit in grass and you just tear out handfuls of grass? Like that's a thing that kids do, is they just tear out handfuls of grass. At some point when you were a kid, you tore out a handful of grass and you're like, huh. It tastes like straight grass.
Very earthy.
Roll me a D100.
Oh.
Vincent explodes.
Along with the orrery.
It was our plan all along.
54.
54.
Oh no. Oh no.
You turn into a potted plant again?
Hell yeah.
You guys remember that bald goblin?
Yeah.
You guys ever seen a bald rabbit?
Oh no.
So this
Oh, no.
white, fluffy
Yeah.
little herringbone, starting from the tips of one ear up, one ear down. Your whiskers. Poop, 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 poop.
Oh no.
Bald, wrinkly, naked mole rat ass skin just visible. As a plus, you're probably less conducive to electricity. At
Oh
least
my
on
God,
the
he's
placebo
naked.
effect.
Oh god. Cover your
Yeah, I
eyes.
believe you are completely nude now. Does Vincent wear pants, or is
No.
he Donald Duck?
He's
There are
pulling
no
his cock
pants.
out.
Oh my god.
Vincent, for the first time in your life, it's a little bit like Adam and Eve when they ate the apple. They're like, I think I need to put pants on very soon, immediately. Like, you learn the shame of nudity for the first time
Oh.
because you are exposed without your hair. On the wild magic table, you
Something
rolled
feels
the
a little
option
wild.
that you lost all of your hair.
It's a lot of hair.
You want my hat?
Yes, please. Wait, that sounds dangerous. I've seen it eat a squirrel.
It does eat squirrels.
Did it eat a blanket or something that it could throw up for this occasion?
I have fabric.
I can give you my scarf.
I have fabric.
Wait. That's just clothes. But
It's okay. I'll just
Just-
We're-
how about you
this robe
do
and
your
tighten
thing?
this
Guidance
robe
only
on the
lasts so
floor.
long.
Yeah, the guidance has maybe 5 seconds left on it at this
All
point.
right.
You
So I'm
can
attacking these
feel
things.
the gentle moisturizing glow of Lotus's magic seeping from you.
Ooh.
Are you acting?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chop at these things and hope for the best. Maybe get some more strings to fall down.
You
And-
learned from watching Snowdag's strategy out on the field and from watching what happened to Alistair when Guiding Bolt went through it that only when an enormous amount of electrical or arcane energy is moving through the wires are they manifested. So you wait for the perfect moment when it's bursting forth. And then I'm going to need a sleight of hand check from you.
Yo. You got all kinds of D's to add to that.
All kinds.
My D8.
And my D4.
And my D4. I heard something about nuts. What was that?
All right, so we
Yo,
started
that's
off with a
us.
base 19
Base
Yeah.
19.
Let's go.
with a total of a 25 without anything.
Okay,
Let's go.
now add all your stuff.
All right, so I get a D8, you said?
Yes.
And
And
D8.
then what do I get from the bless?
D4.
And then your guidance was what?
A D4.
Okay, so I'll throw all this.
I wish guidance upgraded if it was a higher number.
It's another 12 on top of the 25. 37.
37.
You think that'll do it?
So
I try.
Vincent, as you gather all of these threads of fate, these curses to a specific path, these things that are holding people down, these stories that trap people within them, do you use your short sword? How are you cutting through this? Well, what are you doing and what's running through your brain in this moment?
I'm using my short sword and I'm using Searing Smite with it to just maybe that'll help sever this a little bit better, a little bit cleaner.
So through your short sword, as you gather it all in your paw with your bald ass arm, gathering them all together, you're a small Harington. You're a rabbit folk, and your arm barely reaches all the way around all these wires, and you cut even towards yourself with this brightly burning sword that
Grab
just
it and just pull it through towards me.
it sears through, and you watch as all these wires grow lax, and you think for a moment of a small young Harington who was saved by a warlock and his friends, who wasn't able to protect himself. He was too small and too weak, and he needed someone to step forward and protect him. And today, you are protecting, I don't know, the wires in your arms must have been hundreds of lives, thousands of lives that you were able to pay it forward, Lotus. I don't know why I called you Lotus. I'm so sorry, Vincent.
I was able to pay it forward.
The sentence sounded too good, so I had to fuck it up. We're able to pay it forward. And you watch as all of these wires first grow lax and then fall almost cindering to the floor of the orrery. You could see them, it's a little bit like Wile E. Coyote for a second, where you think, oh no, maybe it's a bomb, because you can see the sparks of that electricity kind of traveling along the fire, but it dies out. And then they're just there. Silver wires, concrete, material, useless. And you are stronger than them.
Damn.
Am I still on the ladder, or did I hop off that ladder to pull on that thing?
That's up to you. You would have been able to get pretty close, but maybe to work all the way around it, you might have had to do a little jump.
Yeah, I would have had to have been on it for the most part.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have kicked back and maybe tried to land on that ladder again.
I'll catch you.
You can give me an acrobatics check to see if you land back on that ladder if you need someone to catch you.
Somebody catch me.
Here, we're here. We're here.
Shit.
We can catch you.
Literally,
Where's Alexander?
on right here.
And then you just start falling down with these lax wires. Who's catching him? Is everybody catching him?
Yeah.
Here, Daddy.
Yay.
Big group.
Yeah. There's a no check needed for this. You family. Alistair, are you joining as well?
Yeah, and my boy Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander is kind of, you know, like firemen will make these trampolines.
Is he the
that-
trampoline?
Yeah.
We all grabbed
Trampoline
it
in the
and
middle, you all
Alexander.
go. And with this new family that you've created together, you do catch your friend Vincent as these wires fall to the ground.
You did it!
Is it stopped completely?
It looks like it. Look, it's limp.
It's not like making more wires, is it?
No. Currently, you see the wires that are limp. If you try to at all mess with the controls, they kind of stick in place and don't seem to impact the machine at this point.
What about our friend outside who was strung up by strings?
Let's go see if anything changed. Come on.
Let's check
I go
Oh,
over to the
right
ground
outside.
and grab my robe of useful items and cover myself with it.
You get yourself in your little, like Brandon style. You just put your bathrobe on.
I actually tie it this time.
And you can see that outside, oh, I'm so sorry, this will take me a hot second because they don't allow me to select multiple people at once. Let me unhide about 1 million people who are on this map
You
who,
know what?
since you guys have gone inside, don't worry about it. This is not,
Oh no.
they look like they are
Oh,
having a time. Dozens of people have started to unravel down from the ceiling. Clyde and other smaller figures, including Will of the Feywild and Sue, are unraveling people, helping them get back onto their feet. The band, led by Kaz, is starting a sort of, Vampire Weekend kind of jazzy beat going on to get the mood started for some happiness. And you can see melting down into this crowd, kind of being let down by the wires, is a tall greenish gray figure with a large mouth. What would you guys like to do as these figures on the ground are all starting to assist each other in freeing themselves from these wires that you have now destroyed?
All right, we let her out. I'm gonna go talk to her.
Is everybody going to talk to her, or do people have separate plans?
I'm
We
like,
should go
take Nora
talk
with
to her.
me.
Yeah, I think that's the best
least.
course of action.
All right.
Right.
I need a perception check from Nora real fast. Or just, maybe not even a perception check. What's your passive perception?
9.
9?
Wait.
Okay.
10.
So it's not something that you notice in your periphery as you are walking past. It is more like as you guys are moving down the stairs, right? And you are finding your way through this crowd to get over to Bev Lorna, there is a half-orc woman who is bound within wires, and a very pretty half-elven woman. They both look to be in their mid to late 50s. The half-elven woman has gray hair and and beautiful crow's feet around her eyes and long earrings, and the half-orc woman who is still bound seems to be griping a little bit. She's got dreadlocks and a big old knot on top of her head. And you can see that the half-elven woman is going, "Oh, sweetheart, I don't know how you get oh, excuse me," as you almost bump into them. This is why I married you, baby. You don't understand. And you see this elderly lesbian couple kind of helping each other out, and she gives a kiss to the half-orc woman's head and goes, "Oh, sorry, we're very in the way. Here, scoot. You're always in the way. That's what you do." And you guys continue on to Bev Lorna, unless there's something you'd like to do before you pass these women.
Nope, she just looks on and just like something might have finally clicked in there and just keeps going.
Oh. What are you thinking, Nora? You're just staring at people.
Oh, it's nothing, it's just nice to see everybody we helped. That's all.
Insight check.
Why are we focused on me? We should be going. We were having discussions, witches and whatnot.
Because you have to learn how to speak your feelings.
Did I? Was that my character motivation? Was that what I did?
I mean, you're not very good at lying.
Yeah, we can see it written all over your face. Look.
But maybe some things I want to keep inside my head.
You like ladies.
Hey, where's that dial lady?
Let's go. Everyone,
Nora
leave me alone.
and Daya sitting in a tree.
why would it be in a tree?
SPENNGB.
What did you just say?
I can't spell. Let's go.
We'll work on that, Snoot.
I love you, Snoot Guy. Anyways, serious conversation time.
We
Friendship.
knock this rabbit over and drag
Oh,
him
no.
over.
He's so dead.
All right, you make your way over to Babalorna, who is essentially, in these last few moments, it's only been maybe a minute since you cut these strings working your way downstairs to this stage here. She's essentially, there's a wide berth around her, almost like she doesn't have any kind of aura going or anything. You guys are high enough level that you would recognize if she's casting a spell. But it just seems that people are keeping a wide berth of her, and she's kind of sitting alone at the stairs with some sort of a mug in front of her, sitting quietly.
Hey, where'd you get that?
What you drinking?
Is it good?
Can I
Can
have
we taste?
I eat the gummy worm.
Roll me a d12.
Oh yeah, I need to see if Sasha's brain is working.
A 12.
A 12? Flavors are so... Okay, grass was easy for you to read, but this is changing your gastronomic experience of the Feywild. It's like there are flavors here that you've never really put words to before. You feel like you have some new recipes you want to try. You really, it really grows your palate as it wriggles around in your mouth.
Ooh.
Do you want one too, Babby?
Sure.
I'm gonna slip it into her drink.
Thank you. Oh, it's dying. Look at it. It's interesting to watch the little thing drown.
You like that though, don't you?
Well, don't.
Oh, watching
Okay, don't
people
repeat
die. That seems to be your racket, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want some unicorn tears?
You can please
Just
stop
going
offering
around
everyone tears. How many did you
Real
get?
fast, guys. We shouldn't be giving away our bargaining chips real fast.
Don't
like-
give that away. That's ours. We worked really hard to make that unicorn cry.
We did.
Yes, you did.
He's like the guy at the party that just walks around. Hey, you want a shot?
I do.
You want a shot?
I only
More
had
like,
2
do you want
more.
cocaine? Like, where did you get that? No. What?
Oh, do you?
Turns out it's just Everclear.
I have found that unicorn does not agree with my constitution. A little bit too much goodness, upsets the gut flora.
Yeah, you're not pure of heart like we are.
Unicorn was very sad when we got the tears, so.
Crying, you could say.
Good for you, I suppose. Excellent work, by the way, on my sisters. I really thought you weren't going to take the original deal, but you just did it on your own.
Yeah, we did. Oops.
Yes, speaking of the original deal and getting rid of your sisters for you, is there some magic you want to undo, or we get rid of you, or Lotus? How does this work?
Oh, is this a threat? Am I being threatened among all your friends and families who have 1 hit point each? Is that what's happening?
Lotus was checking on his brother and seeing if the curse was undone.
Sasha appears to be riding Alexander around. It's almost Alexander has started serving people drinks. Somebody had a flask with them.
He's like R2D2.
And he's going, would you like some? It looks like we have mayonnaise right now. Do you want some mayonnaise? And just kind of carting on. Hi, Lotus, that worked out so well, right? That went good?
Yeah, do you remember, memories? Not yet?
Should I?
Still working on it. Okay, noted. No, I've got an idea. I know how to fix it.
Oh, sick.
Just
Cool,
seeing if
you want-
it happened yet.
I've got a solo cup full of mayonnaise.
I know just who to get. I know somebody that loves mayonnaise. I'll take the solo cup.
Cool. Thanks.
I take that. You know what? You just keep going around. I have we're gonna go do something real fast.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Love you. Scoots over back to the group.
I mean, we can do it like that if you want to do it like that, but I'm not sure if you want to do it like that, if you know what I mean.
We're going to talk about this first.
I walk up with a solo cup full of mayonnaise.
Ooh.
What are you drinking?
Oh, it's not for me. Well, what's happening over here?
Oh, I'm being threatened. I believe I'm being threatened by
Oh.
She in
fancy
turn
one.
threatened everyone we know and love, so there's that.
Oh, that's a decent start. Okay. So the magic on the coven side of things,
Yes.
is that going to go away?
Oh, that rather depends, doesn't it? I think, if I'm not mistaken, depending on your homicidal tendencies, I'm the only one left, aren't I?
I mean,
Not quite.
Oh, of the coven, certainly.
Oh, of the
If you're talking about the other one.
yeah, of the coven, you're the last one.
Yeah.
Which means you have all the power in the world to release all that magic, doesn't it?
Well, I do. And I was rather thinking of trading all that power to get out of a bind, but thank you so much for the favor.
Don't you want your sister to be awake again?
No.
I don't think she does.
We have seen memories of all of you together, and when you were like kids, you seemed like you got along and like playing and stuff, so.
Is that what you
I
want?
don't have any memory of that.
Really? Because I do, and so does everyone else here. In fact, your sister, she made a toy for everybody, and you liked it so much you tried to steal it from Granny Nightshade, but baby Granny Nightshade, because you liked the toy.
2 of you can roll me insight checks.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Not me, I don't think.
I'm very insightful. Oh! I'm ready.
He's outrageously inside.
It's a 26.
26. Anybody else?
I can roll some insight, I guess.
Yeah.
I got a dirty
Ooh.
20.
Dirty 20. It's clear to both of you. She really does have no memory of this. She has no idea what you're talking about. And Lotus, why would she not have a memory of this?
Because of coven magic? Because somebody took them? But
She touched her own gourd.
the
The fool. The fool.
Oh no, it took her happy
She
memories.
took her own happiest memories.
I have something. You might need a drink for this. I hand her the mayonnaise.
Oh.
You guys
Don't
some-
mind if I do.
That's what.
Do you remember ever touching a vegetable of questionable origins? Like a gourd?
Oh, well. We all got up to exciting things in our youth, didn't we?
So you don't even remember
Well, of course I know the
the s-
goals. I
no,
know
the sisterly love that you
If
had.
you're trying to question if I know the magic with the top, and obviously I do.
Mhm.
Are you looking for some sort of a key to the bill and trying to trick me out of it?
No, I'm trying to see if you really don't remember that you guys loved each other, because it looked like you did.
It really did. Everything we've ever seen of you guys, you got along.
Who would want?
And I understand that now you don't really see her that way, because you see her as like the end all to everything you guys were doing at this point, I guess. But you used to love each other. You were family.
But wasn't it their mother who said that they would all kill each other or something?
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, they're like,
Nora?
wasn't there like a poem like forever ago?
What?
There was a poem forever ago.
Thank you for derailing my point, I guess.
History checks to remember the poem that Nora is talking about.
Yeah, it said the elderly said only one is left behind.
I don't remember this.
I have a photographic memory.
When you guys,
Read, Snugap.
you guys don't have to roll me history because it sounds like plenty of you do remember. When you guys were in Granny Nightshade's house, she had a room devoted to portraits of her sisters and her mother that includes rhymes that her mother had written about all of them. And the rhyme that the mother had left, let me see if I can find it here. For my daughters, I leave for you the lands I flew, hither, thither, yon, and they will fall to one of you once I, the witch, am gone. I would ask you to be friendly, I would ask you to be kind, but I see just one ending. Only one is left behind.
But I think that's kind of shit. Why does this one of you get it? Why can't you share? I hate sharing, but sometimes you gotta do that or you'll kill each other.
Well,
But if she wanted them to kill each other.
Yeah, maybe your mom was
Sounds
just really mean.
Great Mom of the Year award right there.
How wise was this mom? She's just another witch, but you know.
Just another witch. Don't speak of Baba Yaga this way.
She's not here right now. She's gone.
Everyone's
so how
like-
wise was she?
Well, she's not. Are we just talking smack about my mother, or is there something that you want from me?
No, I guess what I'm saying is,
We're
just
trying to
because
make-
your mom said that there was only one left behind doesn't mean it really needs to be that way. You don't have to always listen to your mom. That's kind of what they're there for, to like rebel against.
wait.
Hmm.
You're
I'm
wrong.
not quite
Good
sure
guess.
that's true.
Snudgaff, you can roll me an insight check as you were saying this to her.
I mean,
I
Beautiful.
do.
You feel like you're really getting to her. You are making a change in her as she drinks her mayonnaise and she looks at you.
And just in the end, if your mom's not alive, sometimes you gotta make decisions on your own.
Right. Well, if you don't need anything else from me, I think I'll be taking my items and going.
I mean, we do. I need the Coven magic undone.
Specificity is in a deal.
I mean, I could just say all of it. We did let you live and cut you down after all.
So, to be clear, just to double check, you would like to make a deal with me that will nullify the magic that I made with my sisters, and then I will be allowed to go free?
Well, not exactly free from our previous contract.
Didn't the previous
free-
contract say?
Free from the premises.
That way, nobody has to die today anymore.
Interesting. So, you would like to make a deal that says I am free from the premises, and that I will nullify the coven magic that was, all the magic that I've made with my sisters.
I mean, would you like to go into detail over what you all did?
That seems like a long list.
There's a few things. I imagine that you are most interested in Zibby.
Well, the thing is, we don't really know a whole lot about Zibby, other than she's asleep.
Oh, yes.
She is asleep. Isn't that interesting?
How does she get asleep?
Well, sometimes when sisters hate each other very much, they will all join their powers together to transport their sister into a state of dreamlike being for the foreseeable future. We didn't kill her. For nostalgia purposes, I think. But anyway, we didn't kill her. We just put her to sleep for a while, so that we could have our own things to be done.
Insight check.
Because you didn't want her to be the one to rule over everything.
Exactly. It was really that she had just sort of decided that she was the one who was going to rule over Prismia, just because the rest of us didn't have a moral compass or that sort of thing, which I think is very discriminatory in a way.
Oh, so your mother didn't just choose her because she was the favorite?
No. Mother wouldn't have chosen Sibilna. Mother wouldn't have chosen Sibilna. There's no way. There's no way Mother would have chosen Sibilna.
I don't know. It seems like in everything we've seen that she wrote about you, or just, in general, it seems like Sibilna had a pretty charmed life compared to the three of you.
I think that's an interesting opinion.
I don't know. It seems more historical fact when you look at all the things that we've seen, all the people we talked to, all of the...
So I think it might be interesting for you all to know I could just teleport away right now. That is an option that I have on the table at all times.
Yeah, but you're not going to, because you're really interested in what we have to say. We know a lot about you and your sister. Don't you want to learn?
What I would like, if you would like to make a deal with me after being so rude, I would like to be able to leave the premises without threat to my well-being. I would like a memento of my two sisters of the coven. Just one material, non-living object from the future and the past. And I would like to leave on my merry way. And then I would happily leave, stop the magic, free Sibilna from the whatever the fuck. I will do whatever you ask.
I don't suppose
I
you'll
have...
specify those objects.
I think she said that's up to us, right?
Anything.
I did not specify that it was up to you. I have my eyes on some things, but I promise there are things that you might not immediately miss.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
You're jumping around on your words again, which is why we can't trust you.
Well, why don't you tell us what you want?
Getting a lot of messages in chat. Well, all I want is a bag and a clock.
Tell us about these bags and clocks.
We already know what the bag is, but what's the clock?
Excuse me for a moment. I see someone I know. Nora's gonna spot Daya in the crowd and just go over to her while y'all are talking about this.
You're just gonna dip. Okay, absolutely. Daya is currently hanging out with Clyde in the crowd. Essentially, she's still completely in centaur form, and Clyde is essentially popping up. Got his little pose because they'd worked at the carnival together for a while you guys were away. And she's like, "Yeah, what's up?" "Oh no, I understand completely." Blah! At his big old dog face.
Just gonna come up like, "Hi,
Hi.
Hi. This seemed like a very good idea, and then I forgot that. Look, I would very much like to talk about it, but I can trust you, and so, would you mind kind of as many people as you can. Can you maybe get them out of here? Exactly. Like if you could usher the crowd somewhere else.
Yeah, just like downhill?
Sure. Wait, what's the weather like out there? Was it good? Was it
Dark.
dark? But
Dark
not-
and cloudy, but it's not like raining or anything.
Okay,
Like
Angel's
you're
on our
currently
side
under an
now.
open air auditorium. Like there's no protection from the weather here either.
Okay, cool. Yes, just maybe out of the building somewhere.
Why?
We're just having a conversation, and it's not maybe going quite so well with Bav over there. And it was a lovely night. I think everyone would enjoy their nice string-free fate having outside somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah, no, whatever. Yeah, whatever you think is best and everything. But you did, you know, go. I saw you go down earlier, and like, are you gonna be okay?
Yes, I feel better already. I just had a bit of an unlucky go of it.
Oh yeah, no. You were amazing. You were so amazing. But I just don't want you to get, you know, like hurt or.
Well, I'll do my best not to. But there might just be one more dangerous thing we have to do.
Okay.
And I would really like it if all of you were not there for it.
Yeah, no, I can. Yeah, no, I can totally do that. I got that. I got that for you.
Thank you. Okay. And she like turns around to go back, but then she pauses, and is real quick. Turns back around, jumps up, gives Daya a kiss on the cheek.
Oh my god.
It says,
Cute.
it says, "Be safe. I really look forward to talking to you later." And then just like runs away.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah, okay. And she's gonna kind of fan her face a little bit, and then she's gonna go she's gonna go to the band and start organizing people to get out of the way in case you guys need to do anything. She's taking care of that. She looks a bit flustered, but she's following instructions.
Who's the most beat up in our party right now, by the way? Just by looks.
At 25 health.
29.
Okay, noted.
So he kind of sidles back up to the group.
He said, "Okay, clocks, bags."
What do you think, Alistair?
I think that it's kind of weird for her to want these mementos, but also not tell us why. After all, why would she want the memento of her sisters, but also want them dead? Like, isn't the greatest memento them being alive? And you didn't want that.
True, and that bag that what's her face? The last one, the old one.
Granny Nightshade.
That bag
Yeah,
was
that
very
bag was
mean.
a pretty
The bag of
important
instant
power.
That bag.
unconsciousness.
Oh,
Isn't that
the,
thing up there,
the
just a
toy
big
making
clock?
bag.
The sleeping bag.
The sleeping bag?
Sleeping
The toy
bag.
bag. Which bag?
Put you to sleep if you drop people.
Like,
in
didn't
it.
Sow Pig have the sleeping bag?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
feel comfortable giving that to anybody.
We have that, right?
We have that.
Yeah, we do.
And isn't that spinning thing up there kind of a clock?
I also have this bag full of worms. It's technically a
The
bag.
orrery is kind of a clock. Yeah, I'd agree with that. So, do you want to tell us exactly what those are, or are you going to make riddles about it?
I am a witch without a coven,
Mm-hmm.
without my sisters,
Mm-hmm.
in a world that hates me.
Where you want it to be.
I would prefer to have some way to protect myself.
You are a witch.
What if I told you you had one other sister that people don't hate and might be willing to protect you?
If you put in a good word, if you awaken the sister, she might put in a good word with you, and then people might not hate you anymore.
Supposed to bet my welfare that a sister that I have betrayed is going to protect me.
I mean, she seems like the nice one out of you.
You know, if she's as
Kinda
good as you
poetic.
say, you know.
It did seem like she had a heart when you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me. Any one of you can roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
I do got that persuasion.
I wonder who could do that out of us.
I got plus
Persuasion.
7.
Me
I
too.
got a +5 because y'all got it.
Wait, you guys have pluses.
let's both roll.
Both
Both
roll?
roll 1.
That
Yeah.
works.
Both roll 1? Alright.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
All right, I got a 9.
What's your total?
A 9 is my total.
Oh,
yeah. I got
it's
a
a 19 year total?
Yeah, I got a 19.
Total.
Really should have taken that advantage.
I mean, it was a match.
Kinda. You know what? That's fair. I
can
guess
luck
that
it.
is how math works, huh?
Do you want to luck this and try to get more?
Luck. She looks like she takes a moment to think about it. Do you want to use your luck?
I'll burn my luck on it.
Okay.
I ain't got no luck to burn. Good luck, soldier.
Okay, it's not good. 19 is it.
Did you roll twice?
Total, yeah. So we had 3 rolls total for this.
Wait, but you get a second advantage, no?
No.
Second advantage.
It just gives you an additional die.
Oh.
Kills
Unless
both of
the
them.
blood gods want to give me a luck real fast.
Like bluff, I'm looking at you.
3, 2, 1. You're finished.
There's like a 5-second delay, not a 3-second delay.
Okay.
Oh, we got one. We got one.
I don't think player Geezer knows how. So is it exclamation luck?
Exclamation luck.
And then
Space.
And then the
person
player
name.
that you want to give luck to.
Oh wait, no space.
Oh
no
yes.
space.
Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, I got another luck, guys. Let's fucking go.
It was done by Daniel Hodges himself.
All right,
Oh, hey, Daniel!
Hi!
that's
you
gonna
feeling
be a
better?
23.
Good, because the DC was 22.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
With a 23, Bavlorna, she looks like, with your passive insight, Lotus, because you're crazy insightful and you've already kind of
Help with this
clocked that something is up with Bavlorna's memories. She seems to wrestle with the idea of returning to her sister Zybilna, almost the way that you've seen people resist a spell. Almost as if it is not something that she could consider. But she looks at you, Bo, and she drinks her mayonnaise. There's the bag on the table.
The bag is
It's a goodie bag.
if you use the sleeping bag as a self-defense mechanism, you may
Or are you
have.
writing that? Or are we writing that into the deal?
We are writing that into the deal, yes.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and write me up that deal then.
Write up the contract real fast. I got a quill somewhere. Parchment somewhere.
It's gonna tell
Uh,
us.
Didn't we make it to where she can't make deals?
She can't make them.
Oh,
But
Oh.
you can.
that's wild. Hey, we found a
That
loophole
works.
in our own deal.
Me an Arcana check. Anyone can roll me an Arcana check.
I got 5 Arcana. Somebody else do it.
I got
So-
4 Arcana.
What's Arcana?
Got -1.
No idea.
I'll roll the Arcana real fast.
I got a 23.
Yeah.
Good.
You got better than I got.
I got a 23 on Arcana.
23.
Mm-hmm.
This is certainly some wiggle room in the contract that you wrote up. But you guys can make a deal with her.
Fancy.
I mean, if we think about it, right? Her sister will be awake and able to actually do things.
Her sister will be able to guide her a little bit. And her sister will be aware of what she can do.
Maybe it's the coven magic that's taking away her memories.
I'm going to look at Lorna. I'm gonna think for a second. Because of what you said with the insight.
She waggles her little froggish eyebrows at you and slurps down some more delicious mayonnaise.
How much
Which
mayonnaise
is there?
did you put in that cup?
Yeah.
She got a venti mayonnaise.
Does it have a bendy straw in it?
I'm gonna cast
Yeah, she's-
Dispel Magic at 4th level. And
Is
target the
Dispel-
effect that's messing with her memories.
Okay, with Dispel Magic, does it work like Counterspell that if it's cast at a higher level, you need to roll?
Yeah, the DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay, is it an Arcana check?
I have to use an ability check using my spellcasting ability, so
Okay,
if it's higher than 4th level, I have to roll.
definitely higher than
Oh my god.
So it's
Okay.
the coven magic.
Apparently.
What level is Baba Yaga? Fuck.
Oh. Casting at 4th level doesn't do shit other than. Oh, that's 3rd level. Sorry. it doesn't make it easier at all. All right, casting at 3rd level.
That's fine, it doesn't make a difference.
It literally doesn't. That's why. Okay. Okay. So I have to do +4. Okay. Come on, baby. Is it a 17th level spell? No, a 7th level spell.
No. It is higher than a 7th level.
What the fuck?
I got an idea.
I can luck it.
Guys, I think we should give her the things. Because I know what it's like not to be able to defend yourself against somebody else. It sucks. So why not?
I will say, with your guys' persuasion check, she is willing to sign a deal that you guys write up that doesn't give her the items. She would love the items, but she is willing to sign it and go to the mercy of Zabilna if you write up the document. She's just not going to say that.
Okay.
Whoa.
Real fast.
I'm trying to help this
Bavlorna,
lady, though.
as a we did gift you a worm, we gifted you some mayonnaise, we gifted you a few things. How about as a reciprocation for those gifts? Tell us how the gourds get made.
How the cords get made?
The gourds.
The gourds?
The gourds that steal people's memories.
Like this.
I'm gonna turn around and show the one that's on my back.
Mm. It's complicated. I normally didn't make them. I think it's that, and she's gonna, kind of little mage hand is gonna burst out with an equally webbed froggy hand and sort of along the side of the gourd, and when her hand passes over it, you can see it very, you know, like 3D printing, where you can see those little ridges as it prints up on the gourd. It looks like that, almost like the gourds are made of very delicate, small threads winding up.
Who made them?
Um,
We gave you two. We gave you a worm. We gave you some mayonnaise.
Well, yes,
Yes.
you gave me a worm and mayonnaise, and you told me you'd let me live if I did everything you wanted.
That
so I
one
feel
wasn't
like
a
I'm
gift.
reciprocating already, boy.
Yeah, but that one wasn't a gift. The threat
All
wasn't.
right, so okay, mayonnaise is reciprocal to the secrets of my coven. This is what
Yeah.
we're saying.
Made out of strings, Bo. Figure it out.
Oh, the machine?
They
No,
look
the
like
gourd.
Enderlin strings.
Yeah. So the machine made the Ori made the gourd. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I wasn't there when they were created. I used them. and I
The
kept them at
future
home.
sister made the gourds. She's the one with the strings.
Okay. So she made the gourds. So is your memory Stugak? Is this the gourd from Agden, right? That stills the happy memories?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember what it took from me. You can have it if you want.
Let's
You
smash
want to
it.
look at it? You can't smash it. It's mine.
I'm gonna smash it right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stugak, it's for the greater good. Don't worry, Snud.
what are you gonna give me in return?
Love and affection.
No, that's not reciprocity.
Do you want
I-
some mayonnaise?
I have some mushroom vodka.
Oh, I would love some mushroom vodka.
That's not a
I'll
good
take the mushroom vodka and the mayonnaise.
Bev Lorna, if we're chill later, we can share a glass of this. But for now, Snugyak, here. I have several. It's okay.
Mine. Alright, you can have this stupid gourd. I don't like it anyway. It's heavy.
I'm not gonna touch it with my hands.
Catch.
And I kick it.
You will. Do you when you kick things? Do you touch them, Bo?
Bo, you fool.
Do you kick it?
Bo has on magical.
Oh, it's gonna come back anyway, right?
So it sounds like Bo kicks it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bo, why would you do that?
Because it's gonna come back. It's fine.
Night. You were laying out under the stars with Philip.
Is this the happy memory?
Yes.
No, I planned this out from the beginning.
You were waiting for the moment when your happy memory would be stolen from you. Okay, knock yourself out.
Yeah. Bo was at his house in his room with like football posters that his dad made him put up. And he's about to leave, and he had a sister, which we named the sister early in the campaign, but I forgot what it was. The sister did walk in and gave him a little statue. You know the little statues you get at Universal Studios that say like, "Oh, world's best actor" or whatever. She gave him one of those, and it said, "World's best bard Bowman" on it. And that was his happiest memory, like from the sister, the only one who's nice to him before you told me that his dad was nice to him once, and ruined everything. But that was the happiest memory that I planned out a long
You
time
didn't
ago.
remember it until a magical moment brought it into your brain.
Yeah, I know, right? But that was the happiest memory that gets taken.
Okay. No
And
one was
bye.
nice to you back home. Especially not your sister. You only remember her excelling at after-school football practice, the softball league, but still.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit. This is going not at all the way I anticipated any of this going.
Roll to hit. Okay.
I mean, it's a small rolling object that just got kicked across an arena by your centaur.
Did I smash
you
it?
just make everything more.
Oh, you can roll me an unarmed attack if you want, Bo, if you wanted to kick it to break it.
Yeah, that was the idea. I didn't want to just.
Oh, I thought you were just like.
Were you hoofball
No.
kicking or were you stomping it?
I was trying to like do like a donkey kick on the thing to like.
That's definitely kicking it.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll me an unarmed attack then.
While all that madness is happening, I'm gonna go over to Snudgak and give them a tiny electrium whistle.
What's this?
It's
It's
like
a, it's a
16.
whistle.
It's a whistle?
Yeah, but only Faye can hear it. So it's like a dog whistle,
Yeah.
but for magic people.
Sure.
I don't know if they enjoy it.
Okay,
Both dogs enjoy it.
let's see.
I'm gonna inhale and then blow as hard as I can on this whistle.
About half of the people who are working their way out of the arena and downhill go, oh my god!
Wow, where did you get this, Vincent? There's so much power.
It was in one of my pockets, next to the ladder.
Can I keep it?
You can have it. I
Okay.
figured you would probably get the most use out of it.
Thanks. Here, you can have some of the mushroom vodka.
Ooh, thank you.
I'm gonna blow it again, but then put it back in my pocket.
At this point, Babylon is like, okay, we have a decision. And I'll take those attack rolls from the boys.
I am proficient with my hooves, so I got a 19.
19, and then from Lotus.
That'll be a 12 to hit.
Yeah, it's an object. You're fine. Both of you roll me damage.
3.
Okay.
I had a D4 on my hooves. That's it. I don't have any strength.
I got a pretty bad 10
10. Okay, with
of
the
radiant.
3 and a 10. Immediately you kick it, you lose your memory of your sister, and then almost gliding there in that moment, there's a teenage kind of freckly blonde ponytailed centaur kind of standing there half in mist holding out a world's best bard award, and there's a little figure of a little girl in a white dress and a froggy girl who's got a cut across her nose, and the white dress girl's putting a band-aid across it, and these other memories sort of around you and then dissipate into the rest of the arena, and you see Beth Lorna looking at it. And right, did we have an agreement? Are we moving forward?
Wait, we're onto something here.
Do you need a minute to process?
No, I don't. You know, personally, I don't enjoy processing my emotions. I like to move forward and live in the now. You know what I mean?
Neither does Nora, but we're making her do it, and we're making you do it too.
Well, yes, but Nora's a lesbian. That's different than what I'm going through.
Right, you know what?
All right,
Aren't
fourth
you the
level
least
spell.
bit curious about the things you don't remember? About a sister who loves you? About a sister that you used to love?
Can I shoot it with a 10 pole?
It's already broken.
Oh, it is broken? It's all broken?
It broke, yeah, and it
Okay.
emanated outwards. I am open to assisting you in the freeing of Zybilna. But if you expect me to share my innermost emotions of love, caring, and compassion, it's going to take more than 3 minutes and donkey kicking a bottle for me to reach that point.
We didn't expect you to share them with us.
All
We
right.
can take you out to Sue's bar after this.
I don't believe that Sue is my greatest fan.
Yeah, but she likes us, so it's okay.
Well, all she said was that 3 minutes of donkey kicking wasn't enough, so I think we should donkey kick for at least another 7 minutes to make it an even 10, and see
Nice.
if that's enough.
It's because we're trying to help you remember those feelings that you claim to not even have because you can't remember them.
But you're welcome for recovering those, by the way. Seeing
Thank
as they were literally stolen by your other sister.
I am trying, you know, I'm trying to be nice right now. I'm trying to be saying,
So
yeah,
are we.
I'll do what you want. Yeah, I feel like emotionally I'm being backed into a corner. What do you want from me exactly?
Emotionally, do you not think it'd be nice to help your sister? Just out
Doesn't
of the
matter
goodness
what
of your
I
heart.
think is nice.
You can't do without a contract, was the idea.
Yeah, someone write that shit up.
All right. I'll,
No,
I'll-
wait, let her talk. Look at her face.
Bo can roll me a persuasion check.
Up we go.
Let's go, Bo. Oh no.
That's beautiful.
Oh, no.
He's rolled like fire all night.
Yeah. Okay. Here. This will sweeten the pot, so maybe you'll ignore that roll. We'll throw in. I'll let you keep the sleeping bag. We'll let her keep the sleeping bag, guys.
For self-defense purpose.
Yeah,
No,
it's not like
that's
we're gonna
fine.
use it for anything.
Can I have the bag now?
Whoa.
Why now?
She can defend herself.
After.
When do
After
we
you freeze
say-
the Velna.
Fine. I'll meet you there.
Sign it.
What do you do? You already asked her to not do a deal. That's what you just said, without a contract.
Just admit it.
Without a contract, we just have to trust each other.
Yeah, out of the kindness of her heart.
Would you want me to set Sibilna wherever Sibilna is? We don't.
We
never
do.
been
It's
there.
we know the general area. It's just over there.
Oh, the general area.
Over
just
yonder.
wandering
Isn't it
around.
over there?
At this time, let me see here. Let me adjust something really fast. I'm so sorry. Dawn in the land of eternal night begins to crest over the eastern horizon. Like
Yeah,
Homer would say,
dawn.
dawn's rosy fingers begin to reach across the sky. And you can see on that eastern horizon, beyond the massive peaks of the Motherboard, glittering tall spires of a palace. And the witch, Bavlorna, looks at you all. Out of the goodness of my heart, I'll meet you there. And she disappears. And that is where we are going to call a break.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I found it.
Bang.
I think that went pretty well.
Yeah.
I think that
Could have been worse.
it
Could've
went
gone
pretty
worse.
good for some of us.
Different people got different things out of it. Are we
And
on?
We'll
a
be
lick?
back. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Dylan just got back, so I hope he is ready to announce the winner of the giveaway. Or do you need a little bit more time, Dylan?
We
go ahead.
did just get a rate of 9 if we want to give them a hot second to enter request.
We got rate of 9. Hi,
Hey.
Party of 2 RPG.
We just got back from break. Thank you for joining us.
I can show what it is on the screen.
Yeah, we also... Are we not calling it a winner? You have a hot second here. If you do command ticket, exclamation point ticket, you will be entered into a giveaway with Mithril Armory. Absolutely beautiful little roll-up dice case. They're doing giveaways with us here on the channel, which we're super excited about. And then it's also part, if you don't win it tonight, if you join their Kickstarter for their new dice set, which is absolutely beautiful. Let me double check what the name of the dice set is.
Morningstar.
Dice. They have spikes and beautiful finishes. That runs for the next 2 weeks, and then pre-orders for 2 weeks after that. And then you can get, as one of the bonuses, you can get this roll with it if you don't win tonight. Otherwise, I feel like I've talked long enough for everyone to enter the giveaway. How do people feel?
I think that is true indeed.
You did not get any of them, but you have a chance.
That's why I'm the GM, because I can just keep talking. That's my special talent.
I will go ahead and pull this winner. Slayer Geezer!
Slayer Geezer!
Buddy!
Congrats!
Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, well, Danny will contact you asking for your address so that they can get that to you. Thank you so much for everyone for entering the giveaway. Also check out Mithril Armory on their website at mithrilarmory.com and check out their Kickstarter. The links to both of those should be in chat. If they're not, we will be regularly putting them in the chat throughout the evening because they have really, really cool stuff coming out and lots of opportunities to get your hands on the goodies. But thank you, Dylan, for calling the winner.
Yep.
We will now be coming back into not the darkness anymore, but the dimness of Yon. We return to the Witchlight playwrights as they are in the land of Yon, the land of the future of eternal darkness that is in this morning for the first time in longer than a short time, but shorter than a long time. The sun has risen over this mountaintop. You can see the peaked ridges of its snowy cap beginning to glow around almost with a halo of a golden line as dawn begins to crest from the east, and beyond its peak you can see the glimmering spires in the distance of a palace that you, especially Vincent and Snodgach, have seen before in Nib's workshop that he had been building representations of some of the fine places of Prismere to have in the little amusement park that Granny Nightshade built. He had built a replica of the Palace of Heart's Desire, its glimmering spires all built of brass, its enormous winding flying dragon that floats between its spires. You can see it now in the distance a good way away. Nora, you had asked Daya, your very pretty friend, to kindly escort everyone downhill a little bit. And you can hear just on the side of this mountaintop, they seem to have found some kind of shelf. And the Heart's Desire, which is spelled the same as the palace, but with all Z's instead of S's for that edge of, the pop punk sound, have set themselves up and started another concert a little further down. There's not enough snow cover to be worried about an avalanche, but they are kind of kicking it up, and you can hear partying happening. At this point, the witch Bavlorna has agreed to meet you at the Palace of Heart's Desire once you work your way over there. You can choose to go there right away and embark on this final step of the quest, or if there is anything that you would like to communicate with the people down below, this might be a moment to do it. I will say, there are a couple things that you can see from this vantage point. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light have been unstruck from their wires and seem to be deep in conversation with Taz, who has broken away from singing as the band and left it instrumental so she can be having a conversation with them. It seems that they're working something out. You can see Sasha appears to be talking to a very beautiful archfey woman, very tall with, I believe it was long, dark red hair and a warm, motherly smile down in that little valley space. Daya is chatting away with people, and you see some goblins who seem to be burrowing through the snow, popping back up, and then disappearing again. There is also two people who did not leave when you requested the leaving. There is a very small Haringen boy, one ear up, one ear down, spotted, clutching a toy, attempting to move Agden Longscarf, his massive puppet body, out of the way. And there is a Leonin man in full plate armor, kneeled beside the fallen hand of Endelin. This is everything you guys see. There's a lot going on. What would you like to do?
That is a lot to unpack.
I know.
A lot of people all want to talk at once.
It's a lot of people.
Is Bo's MILF here?
Both what?
Is Lotus looking for the MILF?
No,
Or
I'm just asking as a general.
with your passive perception, you might notice a MILF or two. Yeah.
Bo,
Is
your
Bo's
MILF.
dad here?
A couple
Is
of these
Bo's
ones
dad
who
here?
looks like your MILF, and then you see a couple other just general MILFs.
Bo's
one of
not
whom
allowed
might
to
be
touch
the
that
middle
one.
Yeah.
I forgot what she looked like already. Cause
It was a satyr woman with a teenage daughter who was also interested in you, but was too young.
I mean, yes, but Bo's a scumbag, so he's gonna go to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
All right, Bo, you start making your way down the hill. Who else is going downhill to meet the rest of the party here?
Bo's not a scumbag. He's just on that Sigma male grind set. To see Mr.
Well,
Witch
I
and
don't know
Mr.
what
Light,
that
not
means,
me.
but-
I have prerogatives.
Me.
All right. Hey guys, Nora, are you heading down the hill or are you staying up in the arena?
She's gonna take a second to stay in the arena, and she's gonna heal a little bit. Gonna take a little rest, not a long rest, perhaps a short rest, if you will. Just gonna chill.
You find yourself up in the stands and wrapping your bandages. Your armor is still absolutely shining. You look great, but you are tending to your wounds. Fantastic. Is anybody else staying up here?
I'll go talk to my brother.
And I will also go do the same, but not to your brother.
What?
To what I believe would be my brother.
Yo, I'm
Alright.
gonna go see my brother too.
So many brothers in this campaign. Does anyone... I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a d6 because I feel bad just picking randomly who goes first because I believe everyone has something going on. Vincent, you are first here. You can see a small Haringen boy who's trying to push Agden Longscarf out of the way. You don't hear the thud-thud-thuds happening anymore. They've kind of quieted down, but he's pushing. Oh.
I'll approach him. So, what are you trying to do there?
Oh, I have a duty
Mm-hmm.
and a task. I was busily, because you assigned it to me, I was busily doing my task and duty of looking after my family, and then I was kind of, and now I'm here, so I thought maybe I could just go back through.
I don't think it's gonna work like that.
But the thing is, okay, so you know how you're like super cool and like power, and you got like a sword and stuff?
Yes.
You told me that I should, protect my family, and I realized that there's an issue, is that I'm here and the rest of our family is over, I don't know, through the hole that has whatever, this guy in front of it.
Okay. We might have to find another way to get you back there. I know somebody that can travel between these lands who should be able to help you out. What was everybody doing when you were pulled away?
We were essentially, we got back to the house and like it was, old and dusty and whatever, but it was mostly in like good dish shape. So we were like figuring stuff out. I was establishing watch because I thought that sounded, I've read about watches before.
It's pretty good.
Thanks. I was keeping that going, and then I tried. But I was just,
you're still trying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I messed up though, because if I didn't mess up, then I wouldn't have gotten trapped, so I'm sorry.
Oh, this was definitely out of your control. And it's gonna feel like you weren't big enough or strong enough to stop it from happening. But sometimes these things happen. You can't stop it. You just have to learn how to rise above it and try and stop it from happening to other people.
He looks up at you and clutches the toy that you gave him to his chest. And you hear footsteps in the cobblestone behind you. Walking with a cane. Almost sounds like 3 feet. Step, step, plop. If you turn to look over your shoulder, there is an older gentleman in red robes, leather face, mole on his cheek. It is, the rest of you might recognize him from a long time ago, in the big top extravaganza, that he had done a little shadow show about his patron, Zabilna of Prismere. It is Madrick, your old friend, Vincent, who looks at your little brother. Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
What would have an insight? Easy. That is 8.
8. You see something almost like his eyebrows tense for a moment. He glances down at the ground, seems to shake it off. Well, if the young man needs some sort of escort to the lands of thither, was it that you grew up in? And nods at him. Well, it's with the walls down. It's only an hour's journey down the mountain to the forests of thither. I could accompany him. It's the very least I could do.
I would trust him in nobody else's hands aside from yours.
Very sweet.
I'm sorry that you had to have gotten brought here as well.
I used to love the Feywild. It's kind of like visiting my bachelor days, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you were able to save him when I wasn't, Vincent. hands, and I'll look after him this time.
Thank you very much. And I'll look to my little brother, and I'll be like, this is Madrick. He is a very good friend of mine, and he's shown me a lot that has made me who I am now. And he'll take you back, and he will take care of you. Just make sure you listen to him.
Your brother leans in. He's really old.
He is really old.
Okay. But you're gonna come join us later, right?
I will. I will be back. Make sure that you keep a good watch. You don't have to worry about, hopefully you don't have to worry about getting pulled through any random holes.
Okay. No, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I will not worry about that. And like you did the thing, the swords and stuff, right, when it did happen, so I'll just like hit it with a knife.
Would he be able to hold one of my swords?
It'd be the equivalent of like a bastard sword in his little hands, but yeah, he can take a short sword.
I'll give him one of my short swords.
Okay, so I'm thinking, let's teach him. And you can see Madrick is starting to teach him how to hold a sword so he doesn't accidentally decapitate himself in this moment. And they will stay there a while with you as long as you would like, talking about the journey back to the house. And if you want anything prepared, they have a bedroom for you because they have a guest bedroom, or you could be the bug bed against Valerie if you want to. Like, there's options. And they have that chat there. But if there's anything else you want to say to them before they go, this is the time to do it.
There's gonna be plenty more to say when I go home.
I'm going to have a lot to tell you because I think my plan is that I'm going to kill an owlbear before we get back. Or what was it? How did you lose your eye?
Kobolds.
Kobolds. I'm going to find one and I'm going to take his eye, and then we can put it where your hole is, and then it'll be fair.
We could... Maybe. We'll see.
And he'll hop up, he'll use his Haringen hop to get up to the height where he can hug you around the shoulders.
Big ol' hug.
No. And Madrick will ruffle your ears the way that he used to when you were little. And
They're just a little more naked right now.
yeah, oh, that's right. You're really wrinkly and naked. Perfect. And they will start making their way down the mountain. Right. Alistair. We're starting up top, apparently. Your brother, who I don't know if we ever named your brother.
His name's Curious.
Curious? Okay. Curious, who usually likes to take the form of a Leonin, is still in the form of that great white-maned Leonin sitting kneeling beside the fallen hand of Endelin. And he's just on his knees, still. Quiet. You approach him?
Yeah. I approach him from behind. I'm like, well, brother, what now?
He looks up at you. He's got a great thick face, with the Leonin where they've got those mighty brows and jaw lines and things, but he's got this totally lost expression. Have you come to gloat?
No. While we never all got along, we are still related. So, I just came to check on you, because while I may have found my path in this world, I gotta make sure that you too will find your path in this world. It can be hard, but I believe in you all.
and my path died with my patron. I've not known a life without her.
Well, some might say that you never really knew life at all, really, because you never got to choose what life you wanted to live. Father kind of chose it before we were even born.
I had a fate. I had a destiny. I had an object. I have no magic, and no prospects, and no path. Alistair, what are you going to do?
He shifts into the form of a satyr. I think I'm gonna do what these guys like to do. Maybe live in the forest, in the Fae, party, drink, jump around, swing from vines maybe. But no longer will I swing from the threads of a mistress who tells me what to do. And with my children here, I'll never be alone.
Your brother looks at your hodgepodge of a lily pad, dragonling, and a robot with knives essentially duct taped to his hands. You are so strange. I wouldn't know where to begin.
You could come with me. Maybe we can even pull the Draco out sometime. I'm sure Draco would like to party, maybe. No. Yeah, you're right.
Draco would be worse at partying than I am. I don't... Why would you want us to be there?
Because, well, I've made a family, but you guys have always been my family, and while none of you really cared for me, maybe that can all change now that fate's been rewritten.
If you'll have me, I'd like to try.
Of course. We are gonna have to do something with that.
I look rugged.
You look intimidating. No one's gonna want to party with you. They'll run.
But it's... I could be a bouncer.
I guess a good party does need its bouncers. Look at you, you're already finding your place in the world.
You're a better man than I ever gave you credit for, Alistair, but I'll do my best.
We'll do our best.
This is really soppy. I'm uncomfortable. What do the knives do? Is it an assassin? And he's gonna stoop down and start checking the capabilities of your children. Kind of like Batman preparing his, what are the capabilities of our crew? He takes things very seriously. And you will if you lead him there. Slowly, cautiously, at the edges. Be at the party.
I'll fix that.
Of course.
Is there anything else that you would like to do with your brother before you get crunk as a satyr, Alistair? Or with your children, too?
Yeah, get crunk. I think that's it.
Alright. Lotus. So you see Mr. Witch and Mr. Light deep in conversation with Taz, and you see your brother at the edge of the crowd, or not the edge of the crowd, deep in the thick of the crowd with this beautiful fae woman with red hair, smiling, leaning down, kissing him on the forehead. What are you doing?
Oh, I know who that is. obviously I've noticed Mr. Witch and Mr. White, but I'm not like that's not even a priority at the moment. Lotus is gonna push his way through the crowd and get there as fast as he can. Short of casting spells.
Go ahead and make me a perception check as you are pushing your way through this crowd.
Uh-oh. Yeah. That'd be a 24.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my face is frozen in the least flattering position of all time. I don't know if it's frozen for anybody else, but it is for me. Okay.
You look very condescending, but it's okay.
I hope my face changes soon, but otherwise you'll just have to believe me when I say that I'm smiling openly. So with
Okay.
a 24,
Welcome, Raiders.
Oh, hello, Raiders!
Hey, Raiders.
Don't
Our
pay
DM is
attention to our
frozen.
DM.
Hello.
She's
Thank
just very disappointed in us.
My face is stuck. I don't know why. My face is stuck, but Lotus, you're pushing your way through the crowd to reach your brother here, who appears to be talking with a woman who looks extremely similar to the mother who you haven't seen in so long. You've seen a visage of her fairly recently, though. And with your perception check of 24, right? That you can, it's almost seamless. You are dodging your way around a figure, that half-orc woman and her wife who are chatting and having a drink and elbowing some sort of owlin person about some joke that they were sharing, massaging their wounds. And it's almost, when you're passing around that silhouette, that moment where it's like, oh, you see the person and then they're gone. But you can, with your 24, you can see that little record skip, right? Where you can see, you make your way around the silhouette and your mother is there for a moment and she makes eye contact with you and then she disappears. And you see Sasha spin around and look around. Am I visible or am I still totally black? Is my zoom being weird?
Still as you were.
Yeah, you're still
Frozen.
frozen hard.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna unplug something and replug something in. I'm sorry for being so annoying.
Okay. So explain to us what Alistair's doing as he's partying.
He's partying. Well, now that he's a satyr, climbing down this mountain is gonna be easy.
Aren't you still like bald though?
What? So bald satyrs can't climb down mountains good, or?
No, you just have like naked goat legs.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happens when if I switch forms, do I get it back? Does the hair regrow? Or am I staying naked?
No, it doesn't. You're bald.
I'm just always
It
bald.
transcends Changling.
Oh, we got a huge
Bald
raid
on
from
top or
Dungeon
bald?
Welcome, guys.
Whoa, Dungeon
God.
Scrollers!
Hello.
We're having
We're
some
having some
issues.
technical-
Little-
Just with my face, give me a second. My video camera turned off. I'm gonna continue to talk while I'm doing this, though. Thank you for your
Okay.
patience. I'll just be an audio voice for a hot second here. It just turned.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Everybody
it's
close your
oh,
eyes.
Story master now.
It's ASMR now, fellas. Everybody shut your eyes real fast.
I get to be snooded.
No, you don't.
I'm just like a piece of Bowman. That's all I am.
Embrace the power. I'm Melianor. I'm gonna go make out with Daya now. Wait.
I'm so sorry. This is so annoying.
What an exciting time for us to have 120 people in
I
chat.
Having a good
So
old
sorry.
the moments.
If everybody is okay with it, I think what I'm going to do, because I don't know what's going on with my video right now, is everybody okay if I'm just a voice from the void?
Yeah, no,
Oh
we're
my
good.
God.
I'm here for it.
Dungeon Scholar says you must be in the Feywild, which yes, we absolutely are, as you can see.
We're in the land of eternal
Yeah.
darkness, which is why I'm in the dark. It says that I don't have a video camera, which isn't true.
You don't
So
need
I'm
one,
just
yeah.
gonna be in the dark for a hot second. So as you're pushing away, you see, as I described before, you're pushing your way through, you see that moment where your mother is there and then she disappears, and it's obviously arcane. Sasha's kind of spinning around on the spot and then appears again. And seems to look around, and he sees you and goes, oh, hi!
Hi, did you
Had a
were-
very strange experience, but I bet it's not as strange as what's going on with you. Like, did everything go okay up there? Horse Lady just kind of came up and started being weird and being all like, what's going on?
Yeah, we were trying to move everybody in case things didn't go well. But that was a strange experience, huh?
Yeah. I mean, is everything okay?
I mean, what happened?
Well, I just kind of got approached by like a really tall lady who's just like, hello. I was like, hi. And then she said, you will always be who you are. And I don't really know what that means. And she said some stuff about like, like you will always be good enough and but then the important thing, she said that I'm very lucky.
That's nice that she said that.
She said that I am lucky to have a brother like you, and I think she's right.
Lotus kind of looks down for a minute. Wow. I'm glad that she thinks that. That I don't know what exactly happened there, but I believe I think that was our mom that was talking to you. Yeah, I know.
There's a lot. What?
Our mom.
No, I know the words. It's more like the meaning is less clear.
What do you mean?
Like, I guess I never asked, like, do we have a mom? What's she like? Do we live with her? Does she only come by does she always disappear like that? Does she always go like live in peace when she leaves? Like, what's her deal?
I haven't seen her in person in about 10 years,
Oh,
give or take.
is she okay? Do we know?
From the looks of it, she's alive and well.
Oh,
I mean, that was the first time I've seen her in a while. You saw her a lot closer than I did.
that's cool. I think. Kinda. Why would she see me instead of you?
Probably because she hasn't been around for a whole lot when you were alive. And you probably don't remember her all that much, even if you had your memories.
Oh.
So it was nice that she got to see you at least.
Yeah. Hey, you know how, like, you were looking for me for a long time, and that's kind of like how you got so good with your star journal and your and you're making your way through the wilds and all the druid stuff, right?
Yeah.
What if, do you think it'd be okay if maybe you and I could look for her?
I'd like to try. It's been a minute since I went hunting for her, so I think maybe together we can figure it out.
guidance. I've been practicing. Check this out. And he's gonna, he's pretty short, but he's gonna reach up and he's gonna tap your shoulder with one of his small green hands, calloused, and he is going to cast guidance on you. And you have a D4 that you can add to any check that you would like to make for the rest of the party, let's say.
Very good.
Thanks. I'm working on it.
Welcome, Raiders, again.
So many
How are you?
raiders!
Hello.
What
Our
up?
DM has no face right now due to technical difficulties, but
Devil's Luck Gaming.
The
Hi,
seals have been
Devil's
broken
Luck.
and the devils are here.
Not
Yo.
again.
We'll take any kind of luck we can get right now.
What? Wait, what? Wait.
things are going well.
Wait, Nora, you're the paladin. Don't say that.
Sounds like we need to make another pact.
This is not a stoner.
Impact, here I come.
I'm clicking so many buttons and my face just doesn't exist. That's fine. Okay, so
You're indolent.
let's see who's next. Thank you. I do aim for Endolin. Snudgach. Unless, Lotus, is there anything else that you want to say to your brother or do before the end of the party?
He's probably gonna, give him a big embrace and kind of hold him for a minute. Probably mention, we're still gonna get those memories back for you, so you can remember her, and we can find her together. Blah blah blah. Touching stuff.
He will
but-
actually be there. He will offer you some mayonnaise to stay your tears. He didn't steal it. He wants to stress that he didn't steal it. Vincent and Snood told him it was taking resources that were up for grabs. He found this jug that can create any liquid, and this one makes mayonnaise.
I might know what a reference is. I'll take it gladly. Good job, buddy.
All right, Snudgach. Oh, yeah.
Also, just for a moment before we leave, I'm gonna go to Mr. Light and kind of very tsundere style, blushing, kind of hold it out to the side and hold him out that the gumrock chain necklace that I got that looks like it's made of diamonds.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion or a performance check, whichever you would like.
I'm awkwardly okay at both.
Okay.
So
Whichever feels most appropriate to you.
It's not performance, it's just persuasion, I guess. She's just trying to give him something nice. That's a total of 11.
Total of 11. Okay, you see Mr. Witch and Mr.
Mhm.
Light are in deep conversation with Taz, and the turtle Todd has kind of wandered his way over now. They seem to be trading off some instruments and some band members back at the kind of platform there. The Mr. Light looks in your direction, his tall, sprightly figure still clad in the acrobat's gear. He lifts an eyebrow. He doesn't take it for a second. Instead, he kind of nudges Mr. Witch, the shorter but wider, more portly, gray-faced man, and gives a nod in your direction. And you see Mr. Witch gives this exaggerated, almost eye roll, long-suffering, but in that way that you know it's a joke. And Mr. Light will put a hand out. And it looks as though he's reaching for the necklace. Instead, he will take your fingers, lean over, and give you a kiss on the back of the hand. And then he'll take the necklace and he'll put it on. If you ever find your way around to the Witchlight Carnival, and you would like to see just how stunning a looking jewelry, we'd love to have you visit our caravan sometime.
Lotus keyboard smashes. Okay. His face is battling between green and red. Fails to find words to say back. Kind of gives an awkward little half bow and is
Cute. He's cute, isn't he? And Mr. Witch is like, I What do you expect me to say? What do you want me to say to this? I think he's cute. You're adorable.
Where's my hood?
Put your hood up.
He will walk away into any direction.
Around his neck, and he kind of makes sure that it's visible and seems to have a nice time with that moment. Alright, Lotus, I'm gonna leave you there. Snudgak, you are making your way down into the little party that started up here, down in the snow. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Yeah, I'll go over to the goblins. I assume it's the 3 that I know. The 3.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh, okay. Alright, that is 17.
17. Okay, so what you do see as you're coming forward is that you see a lot of kind of varying tracks of smallish feet in the snow. Some of them seem a little bit pointed. Some of them seem almost like they're wearing... I feel like Sneckley wears the goblin equivalent of Crocs, just 24/7. So you see those prints kind of moving away from a specific area, and you're kind of... You know how to track, you know how to find people, you know how these stealth tricks work, and you're kind of leaning down and looking at it for a moment when from your right in comes Clyde. He's just bounding up to you, licking up on your face. The big doggy slobbery old face kind of bouncing up and down, you know, like dogs with their tippy tap feet, very excited, like he seems like he's got something to communicate.
Thanks. I'll lick him back.
You lick each other. I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god. Okay.
Let me see what the DC is. I'm gonna be rolling a D12 and adding that to a flat 10 to see how well your goblins built this thing.
Okay. 13.
Well, they rolled a 21. So their trap goes off without a hitch. You find yourself, when you were licking your dog's face, that around your ankle, bursting up from within the snow, is a long, thin wire that captures around your ankle and begins to drag you across the snow. Essentially, when you are being dragged, like one of your hats pops off, things start to come out of your pockets, and you can see Giza booking it, just picking up all the things from your pockets, out of just stealing from you radically.
Hey, get your paws off me!
As you're wrestling around to the ground, you can look over your shoulder and you can see that Sneckley and Jingle Jangle appear to be just pulling on the wire at this point, pulling you along while Giza's filling the pocket. Yes! Do you want to try to escape from the thing that's around your ankle?
Yes, absolutely.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. All right, 21.
21 was the DC because they rolled an 11 to add to the DC of their trap. You managed to pop yourself out of your little ankle brace. Giza freezes in place.
Oh, I'd like to pop it out and like wrench on it so that they fall forward.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh my God, we got a 5. Whoa, okay. We got a 5 for Jingle Jangle. She eats shit. She's just in the ground. You see keys go flying. She goes, my keys, no, fuck. And starts rambling around in the snow trying to gather everything up. Sneckley got a nat 20, and she drops the wire and she books it in the opposite direction. You got goblins in 3 directions. Who are you going for?
I'm gonna make a lasso out of my rope and go for Sleckney. Just like try to get her.
Go ahead and make me a ranged attack.
Not a sleight of hand? Okay.
It can be a sleight of hand, sure. Normally it would be an attack, but this is low stakes. You could do sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'm not like attacking her or anything. Just trying to rope her. 23.
Yeah, she's booking it away through the crowd, working her way around. You can see Lotus is having some sort of moment over there, turning really fascinating shades over by Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. And you rope Sleckney and catch her. Giza is stock still. She's putting something into her pocket. She's got a churro in there. It's happy. She thinks if she moves slowly, you won't notice, like a dinosaur.
right. Everyone, come over here. I've caught you.
Pull on it.
You drag Slechny in. It's very pathetic. She's just kind of being dragged by the waist like a dance move instead, but she's not having a lot of fun with.
Now, it looks like you all learned pretty well, but you still have a lot to learn.
I built it. So, like, I built the trap part. The rest of them were just really shitty at doing the rest of the parts. I would have put that out there. I feel like Giza, you were okay. Giza was okay. I have so much stuff in my pocket right. And then Jingle Jangle is just like, what are you even doing? Jingle Jangle's still looking for keys in the ground.
It's like me. If your trap was any good, I wouldn't have been able to slip my ankle out of it so easily.
What if you're just such a good rogue that you slip out of it?
Exactly. You all have things to learn still, and I cannot possibly, on my conscience, leave you with that.
Okay.
So, if you will all stop stealing my stuff,
And Snit's gonna grab back his hat, put it on.
and follow me.
A little tentacle comes out of your lower hat and pulls your hat even sharper onto your head. It's firm.
Here, let's pass around this mushroom vodka. There's still some left. We're gonna need it.
I'm two.
Pass it around.
Vodka happily.
too.
You're never too young for mushroom vodka.
How much do I drink at once? The whole thing? Do I have the whole thing? Because I'm gonna have the whole thing. 3, 2. She's gonna drink
Alright.
it. Try to stop her.
Starts to drink it after about 20 seconds.
Snud's like, alright, Sluggy, grab it.
Yeah, Slechny will take it and they'll pass it around and they will listen to you. What do you instruct them?
I'll feed the rest of it to my hat, underneath the hat. All right.
Let's go.
And Sned's gonna stomp on over to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, where apparently Lotus is standing there blushing.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Hi.
Wait for hi. I'm kind of looking at Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Hey, you!
Mr. Witch is gonna keep talking. It looks like he's having some kind of legal or contractual conversation with Taz, but Mr. Light, wearing a glittering necklace that you've seen before and you know is made out of candy, is gonna crouch down next to you. Hi, Pumpkin. Did you need something?
Yeah, I do. And I want your associate to listen up too.
I'm gonna throw the bottle at Mr. Light's head.
Clonks again. Can we stop doing this, please? Is this how we're going to be conducting business?
Yeah, it is actually. You need to listen up.
What is it? What do you need, Pumpkin?
First of all, I would like to point out, my name's not Pumpkin. It's Snud.
And he's gonna spit as he says it. Just like the spit comes out as he says his name in Mr. Witch's face, because he's kneeling down right in front of him.
Second of all, I think you two should know that I quit.
And Sned's gonna like rip off his hat and throw it at them. He's gonna start peeling off his bell, his little collar, and the bells, and the shoes with the bells, all of the bells, and just throw it at them.
Oh my. The bells, Jingle Jangle is just going to right off and starts tucking away into her various pockets. But you seem to be having quite an effect on Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Mr. Light is extremely taken back. Is there... Pumpkin, I'm not sure that you completely understand the way that the carnival works. If you rake the
Yeah, I don't think you understand. I have my freedom. It was given to me by a witch named Bev Lorna. You might have heard the name.
Right. Yes, I'm familiar with it. Is there something that I'm not understanding in this situation?
Clearly, you're not understanding enough. What you need to understand is the next time I visit your carnival, all of us are going to come and we're going to be paying.
And Snit's gonna take out the coins from his pocket and just start like dropping them on the ground like he's a big spender.
Oh no! You're going to pay me!
Probably not as much, or probably more than you deserve. But I gotta go visit Nick. At least he deserves that much.
Right. Well, best.
I don't know who this is.
And you better not try to keep me there either.
Goblin.
Or Bavlorna will come for you.
Are you threatening me with a witch? Is this what's happening? Is this my life? Is this what I'm experiencing?
That's right. In your living dreams and in your nightmares, bitch.
Okay, stop talking.
You can ask Lotus over here. He knows. He saw me make the deal.
Oh my god, shut up.
Wait, do I hear this? Because I'm coming down. I quit too!
Alice is running down the hill with his brother.
Yeah, that's right. I quit too. I don't want to give Jessica the hat back.
Yeah. And
Throwback, Jessica.
I'm taking pride with me.
Human resources director that we've ever had. I don't understand what the problem is.
I've got the bodyguard now, so Jessica can speak to him if she got any more smoke.
I don't know who the fuck this is. My name is Pyros, and I'm here to party.
Yeah. There you are.
What an intro.
And we're gonna be paying to go into the carnival and party.
Also, I'm not under your jurisdiction no more, because I'm technically a Goblin King, as you can see from the crown.
Did you just throw your hat at him?
Yeah, no, I still have the crown.
It's the one from the show.
You had 3 hats on at once.
I have the
Okay.
creature thing and the crown.
The creature thing, the crown, and then you have the jester hat that you threw directly at him.
Yeah,
Are
I do
things that I cannot even begin to respond to, Pumpkin. But if we are to take this as your 2 weeks' notice, we can get started on the proper paperwork.
okay. I think this guy needs a lesson.
It's gonna turn to the other goblins.
I think we need to teach this guy a lesson that my name is not Pumpkin.
I am absolutely for this. Do we kill
Jeffrey,
him?
restrain this man.
Do we kill him?
We're gonna make him wish he was dead.
Jeffrey begins to approach with his knife hands. I am going to say at this point, there we go. Bo, is there?
I'm gonna grab Jeffrey, keep him from stabbing my love interest.
You can try, dude. Jeffrey will restrain you.
No,
too.
I'm just gonna let Jeffrey grab Mr. Witch real fast, and then after he grabs him, and be like, "Oh, so we're taking care of that problem for
He
you."
has knives on his hands.
About that job.
Mr. Witch is still there. Mr. Light is being carted off by a robot with knives, and I assume a parade of
Oh, he-
goblins.
Better not be.
Okay, there's a parade of party members, goblins, and a robot heading off stage left to deal with some emotional issues.
I'm
Okay.
chasing
No,
them.
I am gonna talk to Mr. Witch. Let's roll to Mr. Witch. Be like, "Damn, your business is being carted off." So
My
about that
husband-
job.
My husband is indeed an idiot.
You say your husband?
Yes.
Oh.
This happens considerably often. Oh, don't be concerned. It's a very polyamorous situation. Whatever your little pink friend has going on is fine. It's just mostly the being stabbed in the ass that I'm more concerned about.
It is a very valuable ass, so I've been told. But
Yes, Taz, I'm sorry. I have multiple conversations going. Your catfolk to backseat band friend is like, actually, no, this is what I wanted. Okay, well, Bo, did you want to be a part of this?
All I wanted to say is that Taz is one of the best musicians, and the Heart's Desire with Z's is one of the best bands I've ever heard in my life. That's all I wanted to say. I'm solving your problem for you, so it's like, you know, a little, when we are in we are in Prismere, so, you know, a little tit for tat is what I'm trying to say. My gift to you is solving the problem. Reciprocation might be, you know, just setting them up for life, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I like what Bo is putting down. Okay, so what has essentially been asked of me so far is that the Heart's Desire would like to set up some kind of circular touring to be traveling within the Feywilds, and then also have guest spots at the Witchlight Carnival. And also you would like, what is it, set for life? Is that something that is being requested of me? Well, I wanted to specify Heart's Desire and any other bands that we have under our label.
Exactly. Label's a strong word, but it's like, yeah, exactly. If we
collaborative
collaboration, maybe a featuring on a few songs, you know, that'd be great. Yes, I think that sounds wonderful. All I'm really asking for is the stage open whenever we're in town and whenever the crowd wants us, which is all the time, just so you know.
You realize that I'm currently in a position where it is very difficult for me to say no, which means that this is slightly underhanded negotiation.
The best kind.
Allow me a moment to write up contracts, I suppose.
It's best to get it in writing, after all. That's what I've come to understand about Prismere. Everything's in writing. Except when it's not.
Tap at his arm, and in the air will appear a scroll, and he'll start working through it with a quill. And out of your periphery, like, you see Taz is like elbowing you, just like, I have some things set up, because there's actually some other band members here that, well, I'm thinking it depends if you want to go for a more modern alternative, or if you really like the classic sound. Like, she's setting you up with some other bands and artists who you can collaborate with, or they can front for you, or whatever you're looking for. If you want an intro act, what kind of you're thinking of building. She does have connections, and she can work with you. But you see out of your, oh yeah?
We're gonna work all this out. But first of all, we need to make sure that we get the spot on the stage in the Witchlight Carnival, wherever it may be. The world is our oyster now, Kaz.
You can see in your periphery as Taz is like, you fucking know it. You can see in your periphery, kind of sitting in a snowy bank, is a young dryad woman with a flower behind her ear, and a young man in a priest's collar who seems to be pointing up to some sort of cloud formation and leaning in and talking to her a little bit. And you see him make eye contact with you and lift his eyebrows and give that little nod, like, if you want to come talk, Bill's here.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's Taz, grab Taz by the shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
I know you understand contracts. I know you're going to make us look good in this contract.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Well, actually, has a legal degree, so I might get him to read through the fine print, but yeah.
Okay. He knows everything, so get him on this. I'm going to clap Taz real hard on the shoulder. You got this. I'm going to walk over to Phil and...
Phil is sitting beside Meadowleaf on a little stone, sitting out of the snow. They appear to be watching the clouds pass by. Hi, says Phil and Meadowleaf. You want to have a seat?
Yeah, I'm willing to look at the clouds with you guys. What's the cool shit you see today, Phil?
Well, currently it's dawn, so the clouds are kind of, or the stars are kind of disappearing, so I'm not seeing so much. I can tell you, that's a cumulus. That's a little bit more, looks like rain is heading into the west, but we were actually talking about something a little bit different.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah. You see, Meadowleaf was telling me, what was it, Meadowleaf? Meadowleaf will kind of lean over and say, oh, fuck off. Meadowleaf was saying that somebody was a real hero, and that whatever I said to you way back when, knowing that you were gonna be special or whatever. What I'm really banking on here is that I would like to take full responsibility for everything you've accomplished. Is that cool? Is that cool with you?
I couldn't have done it without you, Phil. You're not wrong.
Thanks. 'Cause, you know, right now I'm
you
just
teach me one of my favorite tricks, so there's that.
I'm just a priest. I talk to people sometimes. You know, I think I help out my community, but you're a star, man. I'm happy for you.
I could not have done it without the aid from both of you guys. Everyone here. And of course, the party. And he gestures vaguely to the where everybody is torturing Mr. Light most of the time.
Trying to save him.
Save him, torture him, you know, save him from himself. Well, things.
Or from you guys.
I guess you're a lot, but I dig your vibe. Is that what musicians say? Is that the thing? I dig your vibe, man.
That is a thing musicians say. It's absolutely a thing musicians say. But you know what, Middle Leaf? I dig your vibe too. I still got the flower bomb here. It's your vibe. It's your vibe that I'm digging right now.
Gross.
I know. I don't like hitting on people. This is gross.
No, it. You know, we've been kind of listening to the Heart's Desire for the last hour and a half. So if you wanted to play something else, I wouldn't say like no.
Okay. Let's we'll take a walk real fast. I don't gotta be somewhere for a little while. At least a short rest. Let's go take a walk and I'll play some music for you.
Hot damn. She was suggesting you go on the stage and play for everybody, but if you want to play some private music for Meadow Leaf, Phil will give you some finger guns, clap on the back. Go be heterosexual, he'll say. He'll go chill with some other folks. He'll make some friends among the band. He'll find Jake the Rap Man in the crowd who also got dragged over here. And you will have a lovely little walk with Meadow Leaf. Is there anything specific you want to say to her, or would you like to just have a genuine connection over music with somebody who digs you for who you are?
Let's do that. Let's have a genuine connection.
Alright.
And play a simple song, you know? Play a few simple songs.
Lovely. Well, as the pink light of dawn begins to crest over the steepled towers of the Motherhorn, things are beginning to become rosy and gentle in that early morning light, and you can hear footsteps in the snow, Nora, leading up to where you are tending to your wounds. You can hear four-legged footsteps in the snow.
Hello? Anyone there?
Hi. And Daya kind of sidles into you. Hi, you hadn't come down, so I wanted to make sure. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I was just, well, if I'm honest, I'm a little nervous, but, yeah, I was just taking a minute to breathe, I guess.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes total sense. What are you nervous about?
I'm sure you remember Babylon,
Yeah.
well, we kind of not really, well, we didn't make a deal, but we did come to an agreement of sorts, and I don't know, she just makes me uneasy the way she talks about things.
I totally. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I made a deal with her a long time ago. It didn't turn out great for me, but
I didn't mean to bring up anything painful, but
oh no. It's fine. I just want to say I understand why you're nervous, but you guys are doing really well. You've made a huge difference. I'm sure you're doing the right thing.
Really? You can tell already? I mean, well, aside from obvious things, I guess, like the daytime happening, but
I mean, when I left Feywild, it was to, get away from hither. We didn't get exits very much that time because Bevlorna had kind of, staked out her property and everything had come that huge swamp. But, Witchlight Carnival came through. I made my exit in a tiny little window, and I just remember before I left how gray and dark and quiet everything was, and you and your friends are so loud. Oh no, I don't mean it like that. I mean wherever you are, everything just seems so much more colorful, and the world seems more beautiful than it did before,
Geez, I don't know about that.
Oh, true.
Well, hopefully everything goes well tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but in the coming hours, minutes, I don't know. Things could be even better. Do you think that if Sibylna came back, she could, fix everything?
I know when she was queen before, she had a good handle on things. She had her own stuff, but she genuinely cared about everyone here, and she wanted us to be happy, and she was, genuinely a lot more power than any of her sisters combined. I hope so.
Yeah. It's just hard, putting faith in a kind of mythic light, like woman creature who isn't, my god. But if you believe in her, then I do too. Because, you make things better too. Sorry, I've never done this.
Never done what? What?
I don't know. Okay, if everything goes well and everything is back to normal, or at least much better than it was, do you want to go somewhere with me?
Yes. Yeah, okay. That could be really fun, I think. We could, I've been spending a lot of time with Sue. We could, she's thinking of starting like a chain. We could go get dinner. She said she'd give you stuff for free, so we could get wine, and we could have dinner.
That sounds great. I would love to do that with you, in a way that is not just friends, if that's okay.
That's very okay. And Daya is going to lean in and give you a kiss on the cheek. And as the rosy light of dawn spreads over the sky and your companions wrestle over Mr. Light's deeply stabbed body down in the valley below, sparkling glimmer of that dawn light against the pyres of the Palace of Heart's Desire beckon you to the final steps of your journey. Bo plays a song for a pretty girl who knows him and likes him. Vincent has sent his little brother to go become a hero just like him. Alistair is introducing his brothers to the concept of having fun and making your own choices, and they're stepping their way through it, just like his sons are. Lotus might have a new quest, and Snudgach might have a new gang, and Nora gets a kiss on the cheek.
And spontaneously combust.
Exactly. And I believe this is where we are going to end tonight's session. All right. I think my beloved Dilly Onion is going to be thanking people on the individual level. But I'm going to do closing announcements first, right? So the plan.
Yeah.
All right. Beautiful. Well, first of all, thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. I hope you had a good time. I hope not seeing my face added to the experience. Maybe I'm like more mysterious this way. I don't know. I can't turn my camera back on for some reason. I'll figure it out. But thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for all the raids. That is absolutely fantastic. That is so kind of you guys. Thank you to everyone who joined our giveaway. Make sure you that you check out Mithril Armory's Kickstarter. They've got really fun and exciting stuff going on over there. Otherwise, if you enjoyed our show in general and you want to check out the other stuff on the channel, you can do command socials to check us out on all our social media channels, which will let you know kind of what's up in our corner of the world. If you like us individually, my name is Deanna. I've got Dylan, Zach, James, Max, Raina, and Danny playing with me this evening. If you use command Ironcast, it'll bring you to all of our individual social channels if you want to follow us that way. Otherwise, you can follow us on YouTube. You can subscribe to us here on Twitch. If you check out our YouTube, you get all kinds of fun stuff. We have an after show that we put up there. You can catch up on all our VODs. It's a good time. We have a Discord channel. There's so many ways for you to join and hang out with us. If you want to see more of our shows, I'm not sure if we're going to be back this Monday night because I believe that our DM is under the weather. But again, check us out on social media to see. We should be returning either this Monday night or next Monday night with Fate's End, which is our homebrew Dungeons & Dragons 5e game, where we are going into the final act of that game as well. I am in that game. Raina is in that game. Danny is in that game. Next week on Wednesday, same time, 8:30 Central Standard Time, you can join us for the final session of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, where we will be getting some nice stuff. Maybe Subaru, we don't know. We'll see. And otherwise, if you follow us on socials, we will post when we do short rests, which are our super casual fun time streams. Most of our short rests these days are me and Danny playing dating sims. If you go to our Twitter right now, we have a poll going on of who our next catboy that we're gonna date is, that I think is running out of time soon. Please, I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for, but make the right choice. Make the right choice. But again, our socials will let you know when we're going forward with those things. Otherwise, subscribe or follow, and you'll also get alerts that way. I believe that's all that I have to yell about at the end of the session here. So I'm going to gently, well, not so gently. Jeffrey is actually going to stab you in the ass and carry you over to Dylan so he can thank you personally.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Jeffrey, my number one fan. Shout out to Jeffrey. Shout out to JP Lucidius for the resubscription. Shout out Panajuice Gaming for the resubscription. Shout out Hello Love Doves for the resubscription.
Perfect.
Shout out Shimmer Solstice with the follow. Shout out Lords and Ladies of Fate with the raid today. Thank you very much. Felix Felt Finger with the follow. Thank you. Nat Jester 1 with the follow. Thank you. Slayer Geezer with the return and a resubscription. Thank you. Top Down Tabletop with the follow. Thank you. Luis the Bun with 300 bits, also with his return today. Thank you. Party of 2 RPG with the rate of 9. Seems like that was a lie. Thought Form Prime with the follow. Thank you. Roll Propelled Gamers rated with 8. Thank you. Dungeon Scrawlers with a rate of 75. Thank you. Devil Luck Gaming with the rate of 27. Thank you. Cruciferous Kale with the follow. It's too much for me, alright? Thank you. Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. We love and appreciate you. Join us next week for the finale. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I'll miss you.
Bye.